All right, what's up, y'all? Jerry here, and we are back with another daily live stream. And we're not wasting any time, man. We are in a puppy lobby. We're waiting for 7. So if you're in here early and you want to join, we're in the fast puppy. Come on in. Still got my slow drafts going. I finally finished my eliminator slow draft, but trying to get my share of 200K today. Going to talk about some week 17 matchups as well, because especially in a tournament like this, 200K up top, it's very top heavy, and I want to win all of it. So we're going to get into that. And how we doing, everyone? Happy Friday. Beautiful day to be drafting. And as far as these week 17 matchups, I mean, I'm definitely a little biased, but one that always intrigues me is Mr. Jameer Gibbs and pick 4. Sorry, I get distracted. And the Chicago Bears, which when we're drafting from pick 4, we can get some nice values and get some of that week 17 matchup that we were just talking about. Maybe that'll happen. We could wind up with a JMO round 5, maybe Burden falls to us round 4. A lot of things. I mean, if I'm going pick 3, my favorite week 17 matchup to target is certainly the Bengals and Ravens. The only fallback on that is that it is on Thursday Night Football, which hasn't been the best as of recently. But, hey, 2 great teams, always ends up being a shootout. And we are 10 seconds from this draft starting. Who do we have in here? We got Breaking Best Ball, Mr. T-Fall. How we doing? Kale got in here. If anyone else is in here, definitely let me know. But happy Friday. What's up, Jamie? How we doing? Great to see you in here. Time from Sajiri football. And we're winning money today, my friend. Absolutely. Yeah, we got Breaking Best Ball right next to us. We got Kale at the other end of the draft. Early birds, man. Early birds. All right, looks like we're getting Puka right here. Top 4 is top 4 for me. Most of the time I do take JSN at pick 5, but I kind of like to get a little weird there too. We see McCaffrey go at 5 in this draft. I've seen JSN fall all the way to 9 sometimes recently. Seems like a pretty common trend. So we'll see where he goes today. And that's at 6. Yo, what's up, T-Guard? We got T-Guard in here asking if we heard you on the bash. Yeah, dude, I did. I was catching the replay, man. I appreciated it. Shout out to your 3 cats too. That's incredible. It was fun seeing you on the bash, man. Respect the long hair too. And yeah, you and your dad got some great vibes. So appreciate the shout out. And the cats are eating right now. I fed them like literally right before I started the stream. So we'll see. They might be a little more tired because of it. They might be a little more rambunctious because of it. And one thing too, tomorrow is my 1 year having these cats. So I'm celebrating, man. I went to my butcher today and I picked up a boneless, skinless chicken breast, and I'm gonna boil it for them, cook it up real good, nice and bland. And dude, they're gonna enjoy it. They're gonna celebrate with some real chicken. Yeah, happy anniversary. Appreciate it, man. They just turned 2, but I adopted them just after they turned 1. So it's gonna be my 1 year. Yeah, respect to you, T-Guard. Elite Bash appearance. Dude, everything I heard was that everyone loved the Bash that Pete did and the people that they had on. I listened to yours first. I skipped to it. I listened to T-Guard's first, and then I went back to the start, listened to the first one, and I haven't listened to the middle one yet, but I'll get to it. Yeah, dude, it's a fun community, man. Everyone's so supportive and friendly. And I like what Pete does. I like what he does in the bash. And I'll get on there one time. I'm a member. I couldn't go yesterday because I was at work. But next week we'll give it a go. and see how we can do. Now, in this puppy, we are 2 picks away. Kenneth Walker goes all the way at 18 to the Jonathan Taylor team. Drake London goes at 19. Started with Puka Nacua. Brock Bowers is here. Do I want Bowers or do I want one of the receivers? I think I'm just going to go ahead and take Bowers. The only thing with taking him is I really like Colston Loveland in round 4. And if another player I don't like as much falls back, yeah, sometimes I wish I just took a receiver or a running back here, but we'll see how it goes today. And how we doing, Wilson? Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. And if you have not already, do me a favor, go down, hit that like button for me, subscribe if you're new. We're trying to get to 500 by the start of the NFL draft. So that's the goal. I think we can get there. And if we keep drafting some good teams, then should be no issue. All right, Kyron goes. Breece Hall, Trey McBride, Chris Olave, Zay Flowers, T. Higgins. This starts to feel kind of gross. I usually take Zay. I kind of feel like taking T. Higgins today. Just pull him up, get a little different. Don't see it too often. Take him next to Jamar Chase as well. So if Burrow falls to 69, nice. Then we can scoop him up right there. And I like taking one of these quarterbacks in round 6. Yo, we got Kurt in here. How we doing, Kurt? Yo, great to see you, man. Happy Friday. Take Bowers in London. I haven't had as much London. I don't know why, but he hasn't really fallen to me too much. And I know I have him in a high stakes, like $100 draft, so that feels good. But I have a bunch of Bowers. I have a lot of Pickens too, a lot of Nico. Honestly, I have a lot of these guys because I get a lot of early picks, thankfully. Except not last night on the Garages stream. We streamed last night on the Fantasy Garage. If you have not checked that out, man, check out the Chris the Candyman at the Fantasy Garage. It was a really fun stream. Went for like 2.5 hours. And definitely worth checking out. Got 3 great drafts too in 3 different tournaments. Yeah. Yo, T-Fall already knows. There goes Burrow for me. Yeah, I'm sorry to do it to you, buddy. You're welcome to take him at 51 if you want. Because I'm definitely not taking him in the 4th. But if you want to take him in the 5th before me, you're welcome to. T-Guard just timed out at pick 132 with Emmett Johnson. Bro, it's just like the big board all over again, you know? Puka Bowers, super common start. Then you mix it up with Loveland. I don't know if I like the double elite too much. And, we got best ball guy in here, Mr. BBG. Might be cooking something up with BBG. But, hey, happy Friday, my friend. Great to see you in here. And I appreciate the compliment on the thumbnail. I've been trying to mix some things up, try out some new things. And, yeah, just have some fun. I've seen everybody start to mix up their thumbnails a lot recently. All the tower guys are too. So respect it a lot. Now, here's the thing. Cam Scatabo. Do we do it? I know BBG likes Cam Scatabo. At least I think he does. But I don't care. I'm going to take David Montgomery right here. I love David Montgomery. And when I start 0 running backs through the first 3, I don't mind taking Demo in the 4th. Even if it's a puppy, I like some David Montgomery. And Scatabo's fallen all the way to the turn. But me and the Candyman last night talked a good bit about David Montgomery, and I like him a lot. I think it's a great Week 17 matchup too, if that's one thing we want to talk about. Houston and Green Bay, for one, they play on Monday Night Football. Having an extra day's rest, 17 weeks in the season is definitely valuable. And wow, tune time goes Jaden Daniels at pick 50. Hey, T-Fall, now's your time. Take Burrow, my friend. But one reason I don't mind taking David Montgomery there either is because I like getting Swift on the way back. We talked about the Bears too. So getting Swift and Montgomery, two just like, I mean, yeah, they're boring clicks, but they're just good players that are going to get a lot of points. So I like that start. Now, with this Monday Night Football game, Houston and Green Bay, it is in Green Bay. It's going to be cold. And usually that means the teams are going to run the ball a lot more. And who's familiar with Green Bay? I mean, Dave Montgomery's played him twice a year for his entire career. And even just recently, he's had a game. I don't remember the exact yards um, but I think he had like around 150 yards and 3 touchdowns or something against Green Bay. Maybe it was 120 or 130. But hey, cold weather, hard to tackle David Montgomery against Green Bay. I like it a lot. We saw Green Bay's defense get pretty banged up last year towards the end of the year. Maybe it happens again. T-Fall didn't want to take Burrow at 55 or 51, whatever it was. Takes Adams instead. Don't blame you there. I definitely would have taken Devontae Adams if he fell. Even with Puka, I like pairing them up. DJ Spinoza. Hey, welcome. Just fixed his name to match his underdog name. Hey, there you go. I wish I could change my underdog name to match my YouTube name. They got to do that, man. They updated our badges. Should be able to change your name. Instagram can do it. I feel like we should be able to do it here. Although I wonder if there's like some stuff with gambling that makes you not able to do it. Who knows? McBride versus Bowers playing for week 17. You know what? That actually is something I haven't thought about too much with this double elite tight end, where you see people go Bowers and McBride. They do play each other week 17. And that is a game that I really like. But will I take both tight ends right there? No. I haven't done it once yet. Maybe once before the end of the season. Who knows? But we'll see. We're one pick away right now. Drake May goes, look who's at the top of the queue. I am going to take Joe Burrow with T. Higgins. I don't have any stacks for Hurts. I don't have any stacks for Caleb. So, going to be simple. This is what we kind of planned for when we took T. Higgins. And if you're going to reach for T. Higgins, you might as well stack him. I do also really like Zay Flowers round 3. But the thing is, when I take a Brock Bowers, I don't usually like taking a Lamar Jackson round 5. Even though Lamar Jackson, my highest drafted quarterback, just structurally and how the rest of my team feels, it feels pretty thin when I start an elite quarterback and an elite tight end in the first 5 rounds. Could it pay off? Yeah, absolutely. But I kind of like this structure a little more, getting the higher end receiver and getting my quarterback round 6 while getting a DeAndre Swift round 5. All right, one pick away right now. I can kind of take whatever I want. Ramondre could be another running back, but I'm going to go ahead and take DK Metcalf. Let's get the receiver on this team. I want to stay strong there. We do have to start 3, and he can get a lot of touchdowns. I love Michael Pittman, but DK Metcalf, he can still get some real spikes. DJ Espinoza got this start in a puppy earlier, but jumped Puka as your round 3 pick for the week 17 with Puka. Oh, that's interesting too. Yeah, the Rams and Tampa Bay is a fun matchup. I just wonder what that Rams defense is going to look like, man. I love drafting the Bucks, but man, if Aaron Donald comes back too and Myles Garrett's there, oh gosh. That's not so good, man. Not good for Baker. Although he's got that dog in him. You never know. But that Rams defense could be pretty scary. T-Fall, ask him where my name came from. Maybe I'll tell that story another time. We'll get into that another time. We'll get into all the backstory later. Wow, Jonathan Brooks at 82. All right, this is getting a little out of control right here. Seeing him go in the early 100s, seen him go in the 90s, seen him fall a bit recently, actually, but pick 82. Can't do it, man. Chuba went at 72. He's a guy where I need to see it before I'm going to draft him. He could absolutely smash, could be completely healthy, but I don't know. I don't love it. It's because he's uncircumcised. Yo, that's funny. What's out of control is that there's no cat. Oh, Momo's right here. Let's see if he can come say hi. Momo's. Hey. He's giving me a boop right now. Come here. Or are you going to jump up? He's going to jump up. There you go. You have summoned him. That's what happens, man. Best ball on call comes in the chat and he summons the cat. There you go. Now he's flopping around. Let's get a close up. There you go, Momo. Look at this little guy, dude. Man, I wish I could just entertain myself by playing with my tail. That'd be incredible. It would be absolutely incredible. But meanwhile, I have to spend $5 to try and win 200K for some entertainment while I broadcast it on the internet. All right, we're one pick away again. What are we looking at? Josh Downs at the top of ADP. Man, I like Downs a lot, but I think someone might sign in Indy. Do I want to have some fun? Let's have some fun. Let's double up on some Steelers receivers. I'm going to take Michael Pittman. We're going DK Metcalf and Michael Pittman. Why not? I don't really care if I reach for Pittman a little bit. I personally like Pittman straight up more than DK Metcalf. And it's not like the Titans secondary is that great. Week 17. Aaron Rodgers going into his final season. Cheap quarterback in best ball too if you want to tack on a third. And he might just go all out, towards the end of the year, knowing he only has a couple games left. Maybe he's fighting for a spot in the playoffs. That's the story we're going with today. I probably would look for a Aaron Rodgers on this team as well. But even without him, it's not the biggest deal. Josh Downs still on the board. We're seeing some quarterbacks go. Brock Purdy, Patrick Mahomes, Jared Goff. I was considering Ricky Pearsall, but I kind of only want to take Ricky Pearsall right there if I think Purdy's coming back to me. And knowing T-Fall had Mike Evans, didn't think that was going to happen. Now, top of ADP is Blake Corum. That is who I'm going to take right here. Getting my third running back because my running backs still aren't the strongest. A little team correlation with the Rams as well. So I like that. We got 2 Pittsburgh Steelers, 2 Los Angeles Rams, and then Joe Burrow stacked up with T. Higgins. Pretty fun start. A 1-3-4-1. Montgomery, Swift, and Corum feels like a really solid 3 running back start for a team with Bowers as well. I like it. Yeah, best ball call is the cat collar. Yo, this is funny. Yeah. You can. It's just not a tail. Yo, what's up, Sweet Leaf? How we doing? All in, final rodeo. Yeah, for Rodgers, absolutely, man. Like, I think that plays in a lot to how people play. Maybe he's making like a little documentary or something about it behind the scenes too. He wants to show out for that. Although he kind of sounds like he wants to get out of all media and limelight when he's done playing ball. So I kind of doubt it. But who knows, man? What's up, Nathan? How we doing? Done with dinner, ready to draft the winner. What up? What up? Happy Friday. Yeah, we drafting good. T Guard asking if anyone else is taking rips. I mean, before the stream started. Happy Friday, everyone. Dude, the thing is, I think everyone knows that too. The thing is, I remember Pete saying that he was gonna do an After Dark stoner stream, and I would have to be on that, and I would be honored. Now, what I would definitely push for is our friend T Guard to join on that stoner After Dark. I think it would be a banger. See if we can make that happen. I believe. All right, Kenny Gainwell comes back to us. Speaking of this week 17 correlation, Tampa Bay, LA Rams. There we go. Tack on Kenny Gainwell as our fourth running back. I love me some Kenny Gainwell. He falls 10 picks in ADP as well. For a 1-4-4-1 start, I'm loving it. Yeah, T-Guard, we got to make that happen. BBOC out here, Nathan. There we go. Yeah, sweet leaf all day, every day. Pen in the hand. There you go. There you go. Where's Nice and Blunt out here too, man? Watch us just summon Nice and Blunt right now. Y'all start talking about weed. Watch him jump in the chat. That would be so funny, dude. All right, let's see what T-Fall does right here. We're one pick away. Okay, like I have Joe Burrow. He has a week 6 bye. Kyler Murray is still here at 124. Yeah. I'm going to take Kyler Murray 14 picks past ADP. I don't care if he's unstacked at all. That's just a great value. Plus, I was talking about potentially going 3 quarterbacks on this team as well with a late Rodgers having DK and Pittman. So I don't care about the bye week. Give me Kyler Murray at 124. 14 pick value. We got a 10 pick value on Gainwell, about a 10 pick value on Corum. We did reach for Pittman, but I'm loving how this team's coming together. Feels really strong all around. Yo, Mac Nova, how we doing? Great to see you in here. Want to talk to Samson? All right now. How the kitty's doing up there? What's Moment doing? He's just licking his feet. All right, what's going on in this draft, man? I can't get distracted. We're drafting shippers out here, man. Receivers went after us. Romeo Dobbs, Khalil Shakir, Rashid Shaheed. I don't love this Rashid Shaheed rise, man. What's going on with this? Why am I seeing him in round 11 all the time now? I could get him in the 140s easily, like a couple weeks ago. What, like, are there just people like me hyping him up, talking about him? Are people finally getting woke to some Rashid Shaheed? I mean, he's incredible. Fly me to the moon like that bitch out of Scranton. Are these like lines or something? I feel like I'm missing some context. Half-baked Samson. That's why I always thought what he said. All right. Did I hear shippers? You want a little Friday Ramby crash after I eat dinner? Hey, I'm always kind of game for some Ramby crash. Half-baked. Got you. All right, we're back up on the clock. Stephon Diggs is still here. Yeah. Why would I not take Diggs? 141, Stephon Diggs. For someone who's just expected to sign soon and rise in ADP, yeah, I'll take him. There's a chance he might even be teammates with Puka Nacua and Blake Corum. I wouldn't rule out Diggs going to the Rams. They've definitely been interested in adding more pieces. They're clearly going all in this season. Although that would probably be one of the worst landing spots. I think the Commanders would be the best. I don't know why the Falcons aren't being talked about at all as a wide receiver needy team. but I think that would be a great landing spot. Baltimore would be interesting, although just thinking of him in a Baltimore jersey makes him feel washed. But hey, you know what? If Diggs goes to Baltimore, that's some week 17 with Joe Burrow and T. Higgins. So there you go. Little 4D chess right there. All right, skid marks is off the board. Do I want to just take my second tight end now and be done? Or do I want to take another receiver? I kind of like tight end at the next turn. Let's take Jalen McMillan. I can always get more tight ends later. I like Jalen McMillan, another piece of Tampa Bay. We're stacking up this Rams and Bucks game without the quarterbacks too, which I think is kind of fun because quarterback points are very variable. Maybe Joe Burrow and T. Higgins just go nuts against the Baltimore secondary. Maybe Kyler Murray just has, 3 rushing touchdowns or something. But the Rams and Bucks pieces also go off. Stafford doesn't run at all. Baker, he does, but I don't know, maybe he throws interceptions or something. You never know. You never know how these things turn out, but we like to draft a little bit a little different around here. All right. 2, 4, 6, 1. If I do want to stack Kyler up, I could take TJ Hawkinson as my second tight end and call it done there. But he doesn't really excite me too much. Don't love some TJ Hawkinson. I don't think I've drafted much of him at all. I like some guys that go after him more, like AJ Barner, who is one of my highest drafted tight ends. Oh gosh, dude. Diggs to the Jets for week 17, Kyler. Oh my gosh, dude. That would be disgusting. That would be awful, man. I'd rather see Diggs in Miami before I see Diggs in the Jets. What's up, Darside Dev? Yo, great to see you in here. Jahan Dotson is all the Falcons need. Dude, having Jahan Dotson as your wide receiver 2 going into the season is nuts. I have been drafting a little more Zachariah Branch recently. I feel like he's been falling a little bit. People not as thirsty to draft him. Fun guy to mix in. Fun rookie. A lot of opportunity. Sweetleaf saying Diggs to the Steelers. Bro, that would be awful. I wouldn't rule it out, though, to be honest. Don't think it's completely unlikely. Now, with my next pick, looking at running back, looking at receiver, there's some receivers I like. Ryan Flournoy, Deebo Samuel. I draft these 2 guys a ton. As far as running backs, Tank Bigsby, I think would be a really fun addition to this team. Tyler Algiers here too, which would be a week 17 matchup with Brock Bowers. I'm going to take Deebo. I just talked all about the running backs, but I just realized Tesla, Flournoy, and Harris all just went. And I think there's a massive tier break after Deebo. I get him as my 7th receiver, and it makes me pretty confident that I can stop at 7. Now, the one thing is my receiver room is kind of a bunch of unks. We got, T. Higgins, I don't think he's an unk yet. DK Metcalf, probably the same age as T. Higgins, but feels way more like an unk. Michael Pittman, kind of unk. Stephon Diggs is like a grand unk. Deebo's an unk now, so. But hey, they might still have one more year left in them. And I'm kind of glad I did take Deebo because the running backs are all still here. Tank Bigsby, Tyler Algier, Brian Robinson, or Dylan Sampson. Also, I'm just realizing every time I say Bigsby, my phone thinks I'm saying Bixby or whatever that voice thing is. I never use it, but it's really annoying. I do already have 2 week 10 buys at running back. Algier's just going to get points. I'm taking Tank. I just like him more. I don't care. I don't care about the bye weeks. I'm getting 6 running backs at least anyways. And I like to draft like I'm going to get a little lucky. All right. We don't have any other week 10 buys at receiver other than Jalen McMillan, though. And oh, shit. I wanted Aaron Rodgers. Dang it. Yo, I blame the weed. Debo to the Steelers, too. That's possible. Uncle DK. Pass Debo for 80 Mitch since you had Diggs. Trying to stack up the Jets. What's up, Enchan Birds? Bigsby will have a key role in the Philly offense this year. I mean, I hope so. I think he's my highest drafted running back. I love me some Tank Bigsby. I just have a hard time taking Tyler Algier over him. Tyler Algier is just really stinky. Don't want Diggs in the Steelers locker room. That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't even know if they would want Diggs in their locker room. Like, yeah, he's talented, but doesn't really seem like he fits the culture all that much. Oh, I see. Trying to get the Kyler week 17 correlation. Yeah. Here's the thing with week 17. I think it is important. I really do, especially in a tournament like the Puppy or Best Ball Mania, but it's not everything. We don't need to force it. Do I think Adonai Mitchell is going to be the guy in week 17? No, probably not. I think Debo could get 20 points week 17. I don't know what team he's going to be on yet, but oh my goodness, we get Aaron Rodgers to fall back to us at 189. Hey, the draft gods are with us today. All right, the draft gods are with us. I intended to take Aaron Rodgers with my last pick, and I forgot. We took Tank instead, but we get Rodgers to fall back to us. Absolutely love it. And I think with this next pick, I have some players in mind that I would like to take. Absolutely beautiful Aaron Rodgers pick right there. My goodness, how exciting. Treylon Burks. This is the same guy that reached on Jaden, though. All right. Treylon Burks. I actually have a share of Treylon Burks in Best Ball Mania, but seeing him go round 17 too is hilarious. Really curious to see who this guy takes round 18. And we get Terrence Ferguson in round 17 as well with Brock Bowers. We have 3 pieces of the LA Rams. Is that a lot? Maybe. But I love me some Terrence Ferguson. Round 17 is really, really cheap. Could have taken Gesicki with Joe Burrow. Could have taken Pat Freiermuth with Aaron Rodgers. But I like Terrence Ferguson more than both of those guys, especially when I have Brock Bowers in the Puppy. Give me the guy that just has the highest ceiling in Terrence Ferguson. I'm happy with this. A-Rod asking what tournament is this? This is the Puppy, the fast Puppy. 200K up top right here. It's 50% filled already. Wow. This thing's filling fast. A lot faster than I thought it would. Wow, and this is a fast Puppy too. There's no slow drafts in this too. Filling very, very fast. Chan got 37.8% Bigsby. Hey, damn, respect. Respect. Calling your shot, man. I respect it. Debo would be great. Yeah, glad we got Debo. I like getting Debo and stopping at 7. Now, looking at it with my last pick, I'm going to take a running back. Could we get weird and take a Damon Claiborne for a little Kyler Murray correlation? Do I think it's worth it? I haven't drafted him once. It could be a team to draft him on when we need a 6th running back. I'm not taking a week 10 bye week. I can't do that. But honestly, I have a really hard time taking a 7th round pick. Y'all know who my favorite guy is. Kalen Black. Ray Davis, though, I quite like as well. Katron Allen, I think, is worth getting a few shares of, who I don't have much of. when my running back room is David Montgomery, DeAndre Swift, Blake Corum, Kenny Gainwell, Tank Bigsby. I mean, my top 4 guys, I expect all to get me points. Tank Bigsby, maybe he gets a little bit of like a solo role, regardless of any injury, but he's mainly a contingent bet against Saquon. Ray Davis is the same thing against James Cook and Kalen Black with CMC. I kind of like taking guys like this that are direct handcuffs a little more than like a Damon Claiborne in round 18 as a 6th running back, because if he ends up being a 0, I don't think it's going to kill my team. But if he ends up hitting, it could be the reason I win 200K. So I'm going to go with that with my last pick to cap this team off with a 3-6-7-2. I would have taken Ray Davis. Kurt, I would have taken Ray Davis if he didn't get taken before. And chances take Katron. Katron's interesting too, but I think Kalen Black just has a pure higher ceiling. So we're going with that. Mahomes going to be single soon, maybe Diggs to KC. I think KC said they didn't want to bring in a vet, but I don't think it's been ruled out completely. Pittsburgh trying to get their culture back. Dude, that's the thing with Pittsburgh too. And like everyone's so down on them, but they've had the same coach for 19 years. That's a long time, man. And like bad offensive coordinators too. Meanwhile, you get Mike McCarthy coming in there, familiar with Aaron Rodgers. His offenses for the Packers were great. His offenses for the Cowboys were great. So Aaron Rodgers going into his last year with a familiar offense, DK Metcalf, Michael Pittman, better receiving core than he had last year. I'm cool with it. Tennessee Titans, week 17. Like, are we really that afraid of that? Aside from Jeffrey Simmons, that man is terrifying. All right. Nathan also does some onslaughts like this sometimes. Rams, Lions. Yeah, especially when like some of the prices on these Rams are really cheap. Quite like it. And we got BKG in here, my absolute OG, first person ever in my chat. What's up? How we doing? More fast puppies? Yeah, we're going to be hopping in another fast puppy after this. Just going to catch up with the chat real quick, and then we'll recap this team and hop in another fast puppy. And if you could do me a favor, go down, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. We're streaming every single day, having a great time doing it. And we were on the Garage's channel last night, man, and we crushed it. We drafted 3 teams. They were all incredible. Great to see you in here, Candyman, and had a great time streaming with you. Any chance Diggs or Debo to KC? I don't think it's impossible. I would expect these guys to sign before the season starts. I think Washington's definitely bringing in one of them, right? First down fantasy saying it's Katron. Maybe I need to draft a little more Katron. Maybe I do. I know Nice and Blunt, who we were talking about earlier, he loves Katron as well. Seen him get brought up. With Washington, they do have a very ambiguous running back room. And he's probably not a 0. But I don't know, man. The Black Attack is he's just my guy. I probably shouldn't call him that nickname. Kalen Black, the 49ers 3rd round draft pick. And 3rd draft, or a 3rd running back taken in the draft. Yeah, we got some killer teams. Great draft today, man. No, you're making fun of Sentex because he calls him Katron. Oh, or Keytron. Sorry, I can't read. Keytron. That's pretty funny. You going to enter the PPR Frenchie or pass? Dude, I looked at it. I'm not interested at all. I'm not interested at all. And BKG, hoping to draft with you. Yeah, we'll definitely get you in. Oh, dude. Yo, let's get Kurt in here, man. Kurt said he's ready. I'm going to send him this link. We'll have Kurt Rambus crash the stream too. We love drafting with Kurt. So I'm going to send this link to Kurt, and then we'll go over our team. We'll hop in a draft and then have Kurt come and join us. All right, going to the email. Kurt has to get it by email. So we're doing this. Send in the link now. There you go, Kurt. Hope you're listening because it's there. Now let's recap this team. We got a 3-6-7-2 in this first puppy. Quarterbacks, Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers. All great values. I mean, Kyler Murray, 124. Aaron Rodgers, 189. Love it. Kyler unstacked. Don't care. Running backs, we got David Montgomery, DeAndre Swift, Blake Corum, Kenny Gainwell, Tank Bigsby, Kalen Black. I think this is a pretty fun, modified 0 RB team. Getting Montgomery and Swift, something I've done quite a lot at the 4-5 turn when I don't get a running back the first 3 rounds, and it feels pretty solid. Getting Blake Corum, Kenny Gainwell as well. They're kind of like similar positions. They're kind of the 2, 1B type of running backs, and also have some really strong contingent upside and showed real flashes last year. And then Tank Bigsby, Kalen Black, pretty much just pure handcuffs and contingent upside. But if one of them hits, then it could be the reason I win $200K. Receivers, we have 7: Puka Nacua, T. Higgins, DK Metcalf, Michael Pittman, Stephon Diggs, Jalen McMillan, and Deebo Samuel. A lot of age in this receiver room, but they might just have, father time on their side, a little bit of peptides here and there as well. So I'm happy with it. I like it a lot, and very easily stopping at 7 with that room. Tight ends, Brock Bowers, Terrence Ferguson, might be a little thin for some, but anytime I draft Brock Bowers, I don't really care who my second tight end is, even if they have the same bye week. I'm stopping at 2. Don't care. Terrence Ferguson, I love. Really high ceiling. Also, just another piece of the Rams with Corum and Nacua. Got a lot of team correlation on this, and I quite like it. I like how it came together. Yo, pause. Michael, pause. Can't have Kurt on unless he's 5 beers deep. It's Friday's 15. Well, shoot, man.
What's up, buddy?
How many beers deep are you?
I think I only had 3, but I've had 3 mixers as well.
What a rookie, man.
I know, right? Terrible.
Holy fuck, dude. Oh my God, I can't get the wire out. Everyone just saw that too. Fuck.
That's funny.
I swear I've had 0 beers.
0 brews? It's unfortunate.
I don't drink, man.
It must be nice. Kidding. What? You're doing the fast puppy? Is that what you got going on?
Yeah, we just finished this one. Did you see the team we drafted?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like how you waited on Rodgers unintentionally.
Yeah, dude, unintentionally. The weed got to me.
Yeah, it's life. It happens. Well, give me a second. I'm going to turn my mic up a little bit. You're not coming in that loud. Give me a sec.
No problem, man. But hey, here's the thing. If Tank Bigsby ends up being the reason that I win $200K on this team and getting Aaron Rodgers back to me, how funny would it be to rewatch this draft and see how I ended up getting these players?
Yeah. No, I got you, buddy. No, but Rodgers was probably going to fall anyways just because you have all the Steelers.
That is true.
Except for like Warren, but whatever. Yeah, no, I've been hitting up this fast puppy too. I've been noticing the uptick in how fast it's been coming in.
50%.
I know. I've only got like 20 of them done. I'm not going to probably max it, but I'd like to get a good 50. 200K up top, that's better than the normal puppies. Normal puppies are only 100. So
It is. Now let's hop in this one. I'm going to hop in 5 seconds. If you want to join right now. Now's your chance. Kurt Rambus. I think you and I have only drafted eliminators together, so it'll be pretty fun to rip a puppy. Maybe we've done one puppy. I think we did.
I think we did one. Yeah, no. I dabble in these streets a little as well. We like it. How you been though, Jerry? It's been about a week since I talked to you. Oh, we got the 101? Oh my goodness.
We got a debate already.
Bijan.
Dibs, bro.
Bijan, bro.
I bring you on as a guest. It's Friday. Can you just make my week a little better? Let me put the jersey on.
Fine. Fine.
Let's
take
go.
him.
We begged.
Fine.
We begged and it worked. We'll take him.
I didn't want
And
to, though. It's okay.
Shoot. Yeah, I'm getting the jersey too. I got to.
Yeah, you might as well. Yeah. How we doing out there, though, chat? I don't know how to view you, but yeah. Oh, no, I thought I was going to be hosting for a while there.
Oh, no, dude. Thing is, I'm keeping it close now. All right. I'm manifesting this.
Yeah. Your hair looks well conditioned today. Like it's kind of shinier than normal. You've been using some product in there, Jerry?
I'm famous for using Kirkland brand shampoo and conditioner.
That's how you get that Holland hair. It's nice.
Absolutely, man. I'll tell you a funny story after I put this jersey on too. There we go. Quick work.
There you go. No, I was
But
big
dude,
on Gibbs last year. You know, I took a ton of Gibbs last year. That's my best BBM team that finished like 18th in the overall that had Gibbs on it. It was
there you go, man. Should be a brand guy for you.
Yeah, but not when you don't think he's gonna really make you much money this year, especially in Eliminator when I'm doing so many of those. I just don't really like him in Eliminator much at all. I'd rather have Bijan. Bijan, I just feel so comfortable that he's gonna get me a 20 like every single game at least. So, you know, he's reliable. And he also was drafted way higher than Gibbs. So, you know.
Not way higher, like 5 picks.
Third compared to
4 picks. 4 picks.
Third compared to 10th? Didn't he go third?
No, he went 8th. Gibbs went 12.
Bijan fell all the way to 8 in that draft. God, people are dumb. I guess it's they don't want to pay him. You know.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. Yeah. What else you been up to though, Jerry? How's work this week? You have fun? Good times?
Absolutely, man. Lots of fun. Always a lot of fun. After work today, I went to the
my
butcher.
Ass off. Go ahead. Sorry.
After work today, I went to my butcher. You know, we were talking with the garage about some meat last night. Picked it up, and you mentioned the Holland hair, man. When I walk into my car, a group of kids on their bikes are riding down the street, and they all just started screaming, "Holland!
Yeah,
oh my god!"
They believe it too. Yeah, for once every 4 years until this guy retires, you are famous. You know,
dude,
there you go.
So funny. And then
yeah, it's cool though.
After that, I stopped at the weed shop. All right, and I'm picking up my stuff, and yeah, the same guy or the guy there, same thing. It's like, man, you're really rocking the Holland hair, huh? I'm like, my goodness,
dude, that's
man.
my hair. Man, that's actually my hair. You know, I'm a person as well. You know,
I grew it myself.
You know, maybe use the hairroids or whatever they're called.
This has been going on for 3 years now, but since FIFA, man, it's really picked up.
Yeah, that'll big time happen. Especially, you go to the U.S. every once in a while, and after everything that's went down, how he blew up that tournament, you know, that's the thing. Also, I want to congratulate the Tout guys.
Oh, we're on the clock real quick.
Never mind. We'll wait.
Nico?
Yeah, I'm fine. Nico or Rashi.
We can take both.
Why not have both? Yeah, I like both. Both sounds fun. I'm kind of out on Brees Hall. I'm a little out on Brees Hall.
I'm also kind of out on Brees Hall. I passed on him in my last draft at the top of ADP too. Not my favorite.
No, it's just that Jets offense is it really going to be good? And then are they not possibly going to get Braylon Allen the ball inside the 5? I could see it. You know, no one wants to talk about it because it sucks if you're drafting them, but very easily Braylon Allen at about 250 pounds now could be getting the ball if they're at the goal line. Or they just throw it up high for Garrett Wilson like they do all the time as well. So,
yeah, I'm really curious to see. Me too. I'm really curious to see how that Jets offense comes together in the second year. I mean, they added a lot of pieces. It'll be interesting to see. And what's up, Fantasy Fitness? How we doing? T-Guard, who the fuck is Holland? Thought it was a country. Yeah, soccer dude. Yeah, he is. We found someone who's not tapped in, man. He is selling the medical supplies. Did you see T-Guard on the Bash yesterday, man? It was funny, man.
I didn't get a chance to see it. I've been so busy at work, and then we got these stupid Canadian wildfires that are making the air all crappy, so I'm having to wear a mask out there half the time. Not great. Yeah, not fun. Especially when it's like over 100 with the humidity. Sucks.
The wildfires here suck, man. It hasn't been too bad here in Vancouver yet, but usually like in August, it doesn't get so great.
Yeah, no, we're getting it now. Thanks.
Sorry.
Didn't you guys watch Smokey the Bear, as a kid? Like during high school or like middle school, they made you watch the videos. Is it just from lightning, isn't it? Like lightning's hitting a tree and it's just so stinking dry.
I don't know, man. I think a lot of it is unfortunately like discarded cigarettes, even like out windows when people are just on the highway.
That's crazy that actually just starts numerous fires. But
It is,
yeah, I mean,
man.
it
And
makes sense
unfortunately, there's
though.
like some sick people that just start them on purpose too.
Those are called dicks, you know. And
Yeah.
now we got to deal with it. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
nature. Nature is good. It's a
What are we
fast
drafting?
puppy.
We're in a fast puppy.
It's a
Me and
shipper.
Rambus ripping a fast puppy. It's already a shipper, man. We started Gibbs,
Yeah.
Nico, and Rice.
Yeah.
We're
Oh, and
shipping this.
I'm back to my thought now. I just wanted to congratulate the guys who are in the final three of the show of the So You Think You Can Tell. Congrats to Cup C, congrats to Squares, congrats to PPR Tyler. Good luck, gentlemen. Have some good ideas and wish them the best.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I actually did catch up on it today. I just listened to it when I was able to.
Yeah.
And hey, good for all of them. They all bring something different as well. So it'll be really interesting to see what they do for their finale and how everything turns out.
They're all very good at what they do. So either way, Pete's getting someone good. So it's good.
Oh my God, Javante just went at 47 right before
Really?
us. That would have been insane.
That would have been
Burden
beautiful.
is here. Burden, Mike Evans, Devontae Adams, DeAndre Swift.
We're playing for upside. Let's have some. Oh, we got two. We get two picks. Yeah, I forgot. We have
Burden's
one
week
more.
17 with Gibbs.
Yep, do that, and then let's do Travion. I think by the playoff time, Travion will have taken over and replaced Ramondre as the main guy. If we're trying to be serious here, Travion Henderson, if you watched him at Ohio State, is elite. And we're playing for the playoffs. This ain't eliminator, baby. We're going for the playoff weeks here. So I really do think Travion at some point during the season, he's already shown what he can do. He can take it 60, 70 yards to the house like it's nothing. He's a great receiving back. Needs to get a little better in between the tackles, but that's why you have the offseason. He's just a sophomore. He had great draft capital. Let's not sleep on that.
Yeah, early second round for a running back is definitely valuable and showed a lot of flashes last year. Like if I just bring up his game log, just 900 yards, 9 touchdowns, 35 receptions, 221 yards, 1 touchdown. I mean, 10 touchdowns, 1100 yards as a rookie is pretty dang good.
And we felt like he wasn't on the field hardly ever. And he still did that. Let's be real here. This guy is good.
Yeah, what those numbers don't show is the playoffs and kind of how they really used Ramondre versus Travion, especially against Denver, where Ramondre got 25 touches. Maybe that was just like matchup based
it's
or
a
game
trust
script
factor.
trust.
It's the playoffs,
Yeah.
and he's a rookie. They're not going to pound him like that if they don't trust him like that yet. And they're just by seniority, they don't want to piss off Ramondre either. So they're going to give him the rock. It all makes sense. Oh, another recent development as of this week on who I'm trying to get in on, Emeka Egbuka. I want to pull him up. I've been doing it a little more. I want him at least at 10 to 12%. If he's playing the Puka Nacua role and he's going to be playing out of the slot where he's best, I want a bag. So wheels up on Emeka Egbuka.
Has that been reported? I haven't heard that about.
Yeah, it was reported.
Puka Nacua
He's
role.
going to play the Z, I believe. Yeah, and they said it's the Puka Nacua role they're going to have him in. And if he's doing that, coming across the field out of the slot, yeah, I'm there.
Interesting. I've been pretty out on him in the third round. Even in like the early 40s, late 30s, I didn't draft him much. I was kind of taking him towards the back end of the fourth round. And then I took him a lot in the fifth round in the big board. But it feels a little expensive for me right now. I just like the value on Godwin a lot.
There's a reason. They did this to him last year too, remember? It was like the last month, he jumped like 50 spots or 30 spots or something. It was crazy last year. Well, he's doing it just at a more reasonable level now. But if you're making the bet on the explosion year, this is a guy with the talent who can be a top 5 wide receiver and put up the stats like that. He might not be there talent-wise, but if he's out of the slot, he can give you the numbers you need.
I mean, he was a top, I believe, 3 wide receiver until he got injured last year. And he probably should have missed some time with that injury. I remember he was like a true game time decision against Detroit was the first team he played. And I was really hoping he sat out as a Lions fan because the Bucks were red hot. But he did not look the same since that hamstring. So that's definitely
he was
in his
dropping
favor right
balls
there.
and stuff. But you think about it, Mike Evans gone. Maybe they look for Ibuka a little more in the red zone too. A little more targets.
Drake May with Travion?
Oh, fuck yeah. Wheels up. Beautiful.
Now, looking at our next pick, do we want a receiver or do we want a running back?
Running back room's a little light. I'd like Warren. We already got
I like Warren the most out of these guys.
Yeah, I'm big on Warren. I'm Warren over Pollard.
Yeah, me too. There's no tight ends we're taking. We don't need another quarterback here. Like Mekhi Lemon's interesting, but I like getting Warren here as well. So through 7 rounds, we have Drake May stacked up with Travion Henderson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Henderson, Warren at running back. All 3 of these guys catch a ton of passes, so very valuable there. And then Nico, Rice, and Burden, very, very high upside receivers too. We just drive shippers together, Rambus.
Every single time, Jerry. It's literally every time. Thanks,
people
Polino.
know it too. Best in the biz. That's what we're talking about.
We try. We're trying to make everybody some money. You know, that's why I'm doing this. You know, if I don't make money, I don't make money. But you know, I think people should hear the takes I have, and I alter my takes sometimes if someone can convince me otherwise. They get the opportunity. You know.
I'm with you, man. I'm very flexible with my takes. Like I don't want to get too like stubborn or just complacent with the players that I'm taking. I'm very open to being wrong because that's the thing.
I love hearing other opinions. You know, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and all of us are going to be wrong. There's going to be some players that we're really in on that are just going to be wrong. They're either going to be bad or get injured. We're all going to be wrong. So I already know some of the picks I'm making aren't the right ones. So why not be open to hearing other people's opinions?
Right. And you don't want to have just your takes. Everybody's wrong every once in a while. You know, but that's just why you mix up your exposures, and you're drafting a lot more than me. So straying a little across, pulling someone up 7 spots, you know, that can, if you do it consistently, you're going to have a bag. So you just kind of want to mix it up a little bit anyway. But you still need to have your takes, and you got to have your guys. Hence, Michael Wilson is now down in the 100s somehow. What is that? I'm just getting an obscene bag of Michael Wilson.
Yeah, that's where we differ. I'm not drafting much of him at all. I find it hard to draft 4 Cardinals skill position players in the top 100. Personally,
I'm in eliminator brain right now though, and not in this. I actually in non-eliminator, I don't want Carson back as my starting quarterback for one of my receivers in the playoffs. So, you know, I'm way less in these kind of contests. But for the beginning of the year, because up until probably about week 12 to 14, he's going to have either Brissett or Minshew throwing him the ball, and they can get it there, and it's going to be decent, and he's going to get his. So he'll get his 9 to 11 targets a game still. Watch it happen. And who doesn't want that at pick 100?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Now, this is a really interesting draft room, man. I haven't looked too much at the board, but I mean, we've seen Javonte fall to 47. Dak Prescott is still on the board in the 8th round. I think you and I are both hoping that Patrick Mahomes comes back to us.
That would be the plan A. That'd be the plan A.
Yeah, Dak is still here. Wow.
That's not.
And Mahomes top of ADP. Perfect.
Yep, perfect. Beautiful.
Can we take Pittman?
Maybe otherwise. Monangai, maybe.
We could use a tight end.
Monangai. I'm actually Monangai, and we can come back and get Kelsey on the back end.
As a 4th running back over a 4th receiver?
Maybe you're right. I'm Wilson over Pittman, but you know, I don't know, man. I think we just pass. I think
you want Monangai?
I want Monangai. We need one of these guys to really break out. It's always nice when you get like, you know, but I mean, am I really all that wrong? what if Swift goes down and then you got the one of the top 5 offenses in the league starting running back who's unquestioned going to get everything pretty much. I'm in.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he got like 25 touches the game that DeAndre Swift was out. It was at least 20.
He got pounded.
Like, he can definitely get a workload. DeAndre Swift was kind of a little known as being a fragile running back, at least when he was in Detroit. Has been pretty injury-free the last couple of years, but you never know. Michael Pittman, I love me some Michael Pittman. I think he's just really undervalued.
Well, yeah, an eliminator, I love him, but in this, like, I don't see him dropping a 25-30 spot. Not with DK Metcalf on that offense and Jeremy Bernard. I like Bernard, and I like Freiermuth, too. I like a lot of the Steelers' pieces, actually. I think they're going to be a decent team. They should still be in contention by playoff time. Rodgers should still be in there. But if they do get eliminated from the playoffs, then Rodgers probably not playing. I don't think that's talked about enough.
I just don't know if you need every player on your team to be able to score 25, 30 points. Like Michael Pittman, if he gets 17, 20 points, that can really, really help our team. That can be a starting player in our finals week. And look at our other receivers, Nico, Rice, Burden. All of these guys are like capable of dropping 30.
Yeah, you're right. No, I just wanted to get my Nungai. I got stubborn.
Yeah, I don't mind. Like I said, I've been drafting a lot of the same players in the same spots recently. I don't mind getting a little different. Manungai, someone I am underweight on. And I remember in the last stream we did together, you were
I think we took him again there too. We might have taken him. I have my modes. When I get in on somebody, I try to get them, and then then I get in on somebody else, and I get them that week. That's how my exposures vary because I don't use any of these tools. It's kind of just how I'm feeling week to week on people based on news and intel.
Yeah, I agree with you. And how we doing? No cap Mac.
What's going on?
And Chan, why is Warren being drafted as a Pittsburgh RB1 over Rico? I mean, he's just been there longer. He's going to have the role to begin with.
Better pass catching, have the pass catching too. Big time pass catching. And Rodgers loves to dump it off to him. And he had a good year last year, even with another guy there. He had Gainwell with him last year. He still did good. And he gets passing yards.
Yeah. FK Coolers open to Wilson past ADP 100. Well, I mean, Kale right here got him at 112. I'm definitely in on Wilson in the 110s. For sure. I would take Wilson over Golden. I'm not taking Golden over Wilson.
I'm Wilson over a lot of people. I have him ranked mentally way above where he goes. Dobbs for the stack. I like that. And then Kelsey.
Yeah,
Dobbs, Kelsey. Kelsey with Mahomes.
Did Kelsey go? Is he here? Oh, sorry. Right my mouse is over him.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that as our first tight end.
Yeah, we'll get 3. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. And our 3 receivers are really good, so we can definitely get some volume later. And having Dobbs as our 4th to stack with Drake May, I like it.
Yeah, he'll be the wide receiver too. There's no doubt about that. And Kelsey ain't really all that washed yet. He's kind of washed, but he's not fully washed. But if Mahomes and Rashee Rice and Kelsey have a big game and they're trailing week 17, those guys are going to be involved,
Yeah, dude, absolutely. And this is a fun little variation because usually I would draft Michael Pittman here, and then I would take a running back where I took Dobbs. Although I might still take Dobbs too. But little different.
He is a good player.
So I like that.
I watched like every one of his games last year because he was a Packer. So, I've seen him play. He's good. He just got that goofy.
I mean, he got a game with 3 touchdowns last year.
Yeah. No, he's got that helmet and it looks goofy, but let's be real here. Did you see Chris Johnson on the news when he was getting inducted? Like they're going to induct him into the Titans Hall of Fame or whatever. He has ALS. He has to type with his hands to talk and stuff. That's so sad.
Dude, that's so heartbreaking, man. Like just seeing a truly elite athlete who for a long time had the fastest 40-yard dash in NFL history.
Yeah.
Seeing him in that condition where he's like...
Dude, he's younger than me. I'm 40, man. He's got to be like 38, 37 because he was awesome like 10 years ago, wasn't he?
Dude, he was so good, man.
Yeah.
CJ2K.
Yeah, no,
2,000 rushing yards, man.
I was just trying to remember when he left the league, if it was like about 10 years ago, like 2016 or something.
It's hard to it gets a little blurry, man, to think
I
of like
know.
exact dates,
Yeah.
like when these guys were good.
But he
Like,
was good for a long stretch. That was the thing.
yeah.
I was drafting the shit out of him. I remember drafting the shit out of him, in the home leagues and stuff. That brings back memories.
Hell yeah, man.
Before I got kicked out of that league for talking shit during the draft. I was laughing.
During the draft?
Yeah, we did a live draft. It was with all these old people and then me, and it was like me and like a ton of old people, and it was at like their house, and they just make some horrible pick, and I just bust out laughing as I'm drinking my brew. I got kicked out for talking shit. You know how Ramby is with his takes. Me live drafting.
Yeah, man. We're on the clock.
Oh yeah,
we're on the clock. We could use a tight end if you want Strange, Gadsden.
We could use another receiver too. What about 2J's Jennings? I know it's scrolling the fuck down a bit, but we could use it.
I queued up Naylor.
Ew.
I just hit receiver.
Ew.
We ended up with Naylor. Yeah, sorry.
Take another tight end. Take another tight end. Take Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry, stack. Go down. Scroll down. There you go. Right there. God,
yeah,
you're lucky.
I don't know why I clicked Naylor first. It was just where my mouse was when we were talking about receivers. But hey, maybe he's
they
guy.
paid him.
Wide receiver one.
I mean, they paid him. Maybe if they don't sign anyone, he really is the wide receiver one. It's like I'm not going to be comfortable clicking him though until I know for sure he's not going to get Diggs there, Debo there, anyone else there. He's not that
they
good.
have said that they don't want to bring anyone in, but like everyone's gonna say that, right?
I hope they don't. If they don't, I'm rich. If they don't bring someone else in, Bowers and Genty are getting pummeled so hard all season, and it is going to be absolutely beautiful for my bank account. I will be very happy if that happens.
Yeah, dude, I'm with you. I got a lot of Genty and Bowers as well, and Trey Tucker.
Why do you pronounce him Genty? It makes him sound like a genie. It's Genty. Is that the Canadian in you? Yeah,
I think it's because
Genty.
I think it's because my name's Jiri, so I see the JEA, and I pronounce that the same way.
I get it now. Love you, buddy.
Yeah,
I thought it was funny.
Makes sense, right?
You've done it numerous times though. And it's actually starting to bother me a little. I'm like, you know what? It's Genty.
Is it actually?
It did a little. That's why I brought it with you. I would have never brought it up if it wasn't like slightly bothering me, just a smidge.
Hey, dude, that's fair. I'd rather you tell me. Okay, I'd rather you tell me.
You're my dog, bud. We're good. No big deal.
Everybody says
Genty.
Is it Gen? I don't know if that's. It's
hard to describe from there.
Yeah. But
Ladies,
hey, if it's Genty with you,
and negatives of medical marijuana.
Yeah, dude, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's how it's spelled.
Yeah, but it's pronounced differently. Lots of things. Jeet. It's funny. Yeah.
All right, Genty, it is.
Thank you.
Now let's figure out what we're taking at our next pick. There's a bunch of running backs here, some receivers as well. Are we good at two quarterbacks with Drake May and Patrick Mahomes? I'm pretty comfortable.
Yes, this is an eliminator.
Especially
in eliminator, I'd take a third. Yeah, in eliminator, I'd take a third, and there's no way. And we're going to want that third tight end.
Yeah.
We definitely need a third.
And you don't care about the bye weeks as much in this either, do you?
No, not at all. No. I just don't. Good. I mean, I don't want to have 3 at one position of the same or 4 at one position within reason, but it matters way less.
I love Debo. We could take B-Rob, Alvin Kamara if we want a running back.
Just get our third tight end. Take Barner for 1.
I love Barner. You don't have to convince me on that.
Okay. And then
I like Debo a lot. If we want a running back, we could take Brian Robinson.
I just really don't ever see Bijan getting hurt. It's fool's gold.
Stribling?
I'd be Stribling for the upside, playoff upside.
All right, let's take him.
Yup. Shipper.
I think we can afford a rookie on this team.
Yeah, definitely. When you start with Nico Rashi Rice Burden, you can gamble a little with the rest of them. Have some fun, and that's what it is, really. Dobbs, Naylor, Stribling, that's gambling. But I like to gamble, So, do what we do.
Do what we do, man. Draft shippers. And I like our tight end room too. We got 2 vets and then, young stud, potential star, AJ Barner. I think he's
Yep.
got low key star potential, man.
Yeah, possibly. Who knows? I'm not going to go that far, but he can be serviceable and give me a 10 to 15 when I need it. And maybe he carries this team, gets through the playoffs, and Hunter Henry goes off. Who knows, man? That's why we do these things. We don't know everything. I don't have a genie in a bottle. I wish. That'd be sweet. But,
The reason I say that is because I feel like he has a loud personality and the media loves that. And if the media tries to make him a star, like I could see that happening.
doesn't every tight end have a loud personality?
Yeah,
Like
you're
in the
kind of right,
entire
dude.
league? In the entire league? Like every single one of them. They're always the same kind of guy. Except,
You're not wrong.
yeah, I mean, they really are, though.
Yo, appreciate you, Game Tight. Smash that like button. Hey, we got 42 people in here. If y'all could do us a favor, go down, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Check out our boy Rambus. Follow him on X as well. Got a YouTube channel there. Trying to be a little more consistent. But in the meantime, elite guests.
Yeah, we're working on it. Yeah,
S
I'm trying to figure
guests.
out how to stream on my channel on the Chromebook. So it's like, that's a struggle with one monitor. You got dual monitors, don't you?
No, dude, I'm using one laptop.
Really? Like a tiny one, like a 12 by 8 or whatever?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm going back and forth between tabs between Underdog and then the StreamYard so I can see the chat.
Dude, I would suck so bad at that. The only time I did a solo stream, I was at the tech team's house. But he's like trying to tell me he's been on vacation for 5 days, and I don't believe him at all. And I offer McDonald's and $40 occasionally. Like, just give me 2 hours, But no, he's being difficult with me. It is what it is. So
we're on the clock.
We need
we need a running back and a receiver. That's all we're taking.
Blue for sure.
Jaden Blue, Katron.
I'm not a Katron
like Blue?
guy. Blue for sure, yeah. He's definitely the backup.
I think we could probably stop at 5.
We're done. We're done at running back. We probably just another receiver and we're good.
Receiver.
I'd be Malik Washington because he's still the wide receiver 1 until they sign somebody, and until that point, because what if they don't sign anyone? You know how much that ADP is moving up. If he stays where he's at right now, he's going to end up going up at least 40 picks. I'd say. Yes or no?
40 picks might be a little. I mean, honestly, in the 150s, like
the wide receiver 1.
We took Naylor at 144. To be
That's
fair.
what I'm saying. I'd take him above Naylor because he'd be the wide receiver 1. So if no Debo, no Diggs, who's the other one? Is there another one, or is it just those 2?
Keenan.
Oh, he's gonna retire. That's just my opinion.
I don't know.
I think he's done.
I feel like if he was gonna retire, it would have happened by now. No.
But yeah, maybe. And he wasn't like fully washed last year. He'd actually be really good on Miami. I should probably click him more in the 20th just in case. I just got this inkling he's retiring, but that's just my gut. Who knows?
I wasn't taking him really in the big board or even early post draft, but I have been recently because I figured, like, man, it's getting close to training camp. If he's gonna sign, it's gonna be right around training camp. And he was good last year, man. I had 40% Keenan Allen last year before he signed. I was convinced he was going to come back and play for the Chargers. That ended up happening. He was great before the offense fell apart.
I had at least 35% of him in pre-draft last year before he signed. Yeah, great minds think alike.
Yeah, this year I felt a little more uncertain because the Chargers didn't immediately bring him back. And I mean, they drafted Trey Harris in the 2nd round. QJ showed a lot of flashes. Ladd going into his 3rd year. Maybe they want to make room for the young guys to shine.
I think Ladd's going to get up. With McDaniel there, who knows? I think that's one of the keys to the best ball season is kind of figuring out Ladd or QJ and who to be at. Because Herbert is going to throw for a lot of yards. And who knows? I think one of them is going to have a really good season. It's tough to say. Because Ladd just for a while looked like ass. So who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, Ladd had a sophomore slump for sure. I have not drafted too much of him this year. Now that he's going in the 3rd round most of the time now. Where'd he go in this
He's
draft?
so expensive, and that's why I've
Oh, he
kind of
went
migrated.
43 now.
Yeah, but that's kind of in that Ibuka range too. And now
Yeah, true.
I'm because I had been clicking a lot of Lad, and I wasn't getting no Ibuka. Now I'm just making sure I get some Ibuka. I don't want to be out on that. Not when I heard that report. It's on Google. You'll find it. Even when you click on his button on here, it says gonna play the Z. But they were comparing. So one of the coaches said it was he was gonna play the Puka Nakul role and like mainly out of the slot.
Yeah, we're on
So
the clock with our last pick. Looking at receiver, Tyquan Thornton's with Mahomes. We have 5 seconds. Keenan Allen, Pat Bryant, Surratt.
take
Who do you
Keenan Allen.
want?
Take a shot. Take a shot, buddy. We're talking about
Yeah,
him.
let's
Let's
go.
draft him. Why not?
Hey, great minds think alike. I do the same thing, man.
Yeah. You
And
want
that's
to do
our
another
team.
one or what? What are you thinking, bud? I got to pee either way, but you ripping
Yeah,
another
dude,
one? Or
I'm ripping another one for sure.
Okay, another puppy, or you want to swap her to the old Eliminator streets? What number are you on?
I think we get in the eliminator streets.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm close to 50% done. I might be around 70.
I'm at 75 exactly. What's the tournament at?
Maybe like
30, isn't it?
35, 38.
Okay, yeah.
I've done 65.
You better get some more in then, bud. I'm going to take a whiz. Okay, I'll be back.
I've been trying to get some more eliminators. And while Rambus goes and, as he says, takes a whiz, I'm going to recap this team in the Fast Poppy. I've done 15, it looks like. And, man, I like the team we drafted. We drafted a 2-5-8-3. Drake May, Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. Running backs, Jahmyr Gibbs, Travion Henderson, Jalen Warren, Kyle Monangai, Jaden Blue. Very happy stopping at 5. And I'm just happy Rambus let me take Gibbs. I'll be honest. Receivers, Nico Collins, Rashee Rice, Luther Burden, Romeo Dobbs, Jalen Naylor, hardly know her, Dejon Stribling, Malik Washington, and Keenan Allen. I like the Keenan pick, round 18, especially when we have Malik, Stribling, and Naylor, who are kind of like 3 big question marks with upside and downside. But I like that. And then Kelsey, Henry, Barner, really nice 3 tight end room. Kelsey and Henry stacked up with their quarterbacks. Love stacking up the onesies. And AJ Barner, I think he is my highest drafted tight end. So I'm happy getting him on every team. And how we doing, chat? Do our best to keep up with the chat during the stream. But we want to hear Rambus too. You know? AJ Barner tush pushing his way to a top 5 tight end finish. MLB Syndicate doesn't seem to think so, but I love AJ Barner. I don't know about top 5, but those tush pushes, definitely nice. Could be forced retirement for Keenan. Absolutely. He did have some issues staying healthy, but hey, he's got peptides now. He's got peptides. First down fantasy in at 10. Kind of feel good about it. Bam. Might just hop in another eliminator. I don't know if I'm going to do team reviews today because we're with Rambus. We want to get some drafts with Rambus. And yeah, we saw Nathan in there at 2. Dude, you got some sick values. I'm just going to acknowledge Javonte Williams at 47. Incredible. And then Dak at 95. Love it. If you got like a Flournoy to fall back to as well, that would have been incredible. Jake Ferguson, though, nice to stack up too. Now, we're going to hop in an eliminator. And let's get this going. Waiting for 9. Let's go. And while we wait, dude, I forgot. We got to do big dog roulette. All right, we're waiting for 8. No big dog today. But we tried it. Rambus, I think you're muted. Might be muted. All right, the eliminator has filled. What pick are we going to get? Pick 11. Go from pick 1 to pick 11. Still can't hear you. Is that on my end at all? Can the chat hear Rambus? It sounds like he can hear me. So, yeah, Rambus can hear me. We're all good there. I mean, all he did was go and take a whiz. And look at this. Denver again. Pick 2. Incredible. Libra is in here at 1. Sanka at 6, Texas Fox at 7, MLB Syndicate in here at 9, FK Coolers at 12.
Oh, it's
If
that
I
one?
missed you, I hear you. You lost the whiz.
All right, I think I'm
I
back.
heard you. All right, we're back.
All right. I had to go run over to the fiance. I was like, babe, how do I do it? I guess you double tap this thing. I was like, how would I know that's there? That's such the weirdest spot to put it. I was just hitting the volume up like that must unmute it because I heard it say muted. I'm like, no, not muted. And then I just kept messing with it, and then it just damn technology piss you off, you know. I'm glad you take humor in my struggle. At least someone enjoys what I'm struggling with this shit. Damn it.
Oh, dude,
Whatever.
it's funny. And what are wives for, man? They come through with the tech saves. Let's go.
Correct. And they made a delicious dinner of hamburger helper tonight. Yum yum.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was a cheeseburger mac. That cheeseburger macaroni hamburger helper is actually bomb. It's not good for you, but you put a little corn on the top. I like to put the corn on the top of my hamburger helper. It's delicious.
All right now. And how'd that grilling go the other time? I feel like one of the times we drafted, you went and you grilled up some dinner for the fam. How'd that go?
I always do well on the grill. I use the old ones too. I like the old ones where you just put the charcoal in there and then light her up and then throw her on the top. That's the best way. I don't like those gas-powered grills. It just comes in too hot. Sometimes it's got that. I like that charcoal taste. It's my thing. What pick do we got? We're at the 11 hole.
Yeah, we're at the 11.
JSN has been falling a little in these things.
He's been falling a lot, man.
Yeah.
Do you think people are overthinking it, or do you think that's right?
It's probably right. I sense regression. I sense regression. I'd be Jettas here. I do Saquon all the time, so I'd like to just mix it up, do a different kind of build. Because Genty doesn't fall to 11. Yeah, I think with the talent bet though, this is probably the best talent wide receiver in the NFL. Are we really gonna fade him at pick 11? Full fade? No, you can't. I know.
Yeah, that is a good point.
The Sun God is way more steady Eddie, but who knows how he's gonna be with? I'd be D Hember here. That's
Who?
D Hember.
Oh,
Derrick Henry.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry, Justin Jefferson start in the eliminator. I'm actually really curious to see what my Jefferson exposure is in the eliminator. I'm trying to get this volume up, and I usually do them on stream. Yeah, I have one team.
Yeah, you gotta get that up a bit, bud. You don't want to be left sleeping. What if he has a breakout year, and he's the number one guy?
Lamb,
that's in the world.
8.
Yeah, time to start clicking the Jettas button a little more on your end, because Genty isn't coming back to 11 often anymore in eliminator. He's falling at like 8 or whatever, or sooner. James Cook has a terrible week 1 matchup, by the way, though he plays the Texans week 1. So if you're going to take Cook, you need to account for that and draft heavy at running back.
That's a good point. I haven't looked too deeply into the week 1 to 3 matchups in the eliminator yet. I know I
wouldn't worry about anything but week 1 when half of your draft pod gets eliminated. That's the matchups to pay attention to. Bills play the Texans. Not great for that running game. You need to. So if you're going to take James Cook, you don't really want to full fade him, but I'd also have 3 other studs with them or 2 complete studs with them to account for the 2 that's probably coming your way in week 1.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. And I mean, where he goes in drafts, it is pretty easy to do that. We see the James Cook drafter take Chase Brown. That's quite a nice start. Not sure who the Bengals play the first few weeks. Maybe I'll pull it up.
Yeah, pop up the week 1 matchups. Yeah.
See, this is the thing with drafting off a laptop is I can't really have all my tabs available because then I can't go into StreamYard and show the chat because then that shows up on stream. So I gotta get.
You gotta get a dual monitor or something.
I know. I have an old crappy laptop, and I'm sure I could figure out a way to hook that up just as another monitor.
Or you can just buy the monitor. You can get used monitors, just go on Canadian Marketplace or whatever it's called for Canadians. I don't know. I have my neighborhood marketplace, but I don't know how they do it in Canada. We
got Facebook too, man. Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta figure it out. But
I know I gotta figure it out
that's what I
too.
was doing.
I gotta figure it out
Yeah,
too. We
you still
both
got the
gotta figure it
Chromebook
out.
to figure out.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's the same thing as your laptop. It's basically a laptop. I'm on it right now.
I know.
So,
Hey, we're out here doing it though, Rambus. You know what we're doing? We're drafting shippers, and that's what actually matters. That's what the
I
people
know.
care about the most.
It's gonna feel so fucking good if we just ship something together. We do enough drafts together. Shit, we fucking might. I mean, we got some equity going on.
Honestly, man, out of all the people I've done drafts with, I feel like you and I just are gonna end up shipping one out of anyone.
Just there's such good teams. they're just and they're all guys we like. That's the best part because I don't draft guys I don't like, not often anyway. And I'll get pushback when someone tries to do it otherwise. But yeah, we're about to come up here. What do we got on the board, bud? Can't see it. There we go. Egbuka. We're just talking about him. I want him.
Okay.
Beautiful. There we go.
I like that logic. I do the same thing. If I'm talking about someone, if I'm like discussing someone, I'll take them, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, and it helps you get different guys. Like I wasn't taking them enough earlier. Oh, Jefferson's week 6, so T. Higgins is out of the question. Monty, except he's got that Bills defense, and I don't really care.
I'm Monty right here, though.
Yeah, we need Monty. We need Monty. He's just better. Well, him and Scadaboo are equal in my mind, but they're both a tier above Swift.
I just think the Texans are a much better team, and I think Montgomery's going to get 20 touches a game.
Yeah, he should. And he should get some, not like a ton, but he should get some dump offs too. That's gonna happen.
I think I would not be surprised if he gets 3 catches a game. If he averages 3 catches a game, I would not be surprised whatsoever. He is good out of the backfield.
Good. That's perfect because I got a fucking bag of them. I got like 18% of Montgomery. You know, that's music to my ears.
So
I'm liking this team too that we got brewing right now. Jetta, Zabuka, Henry, Monty. That's nice for Eliminator.
Yeah, all different bye weeks as well. Very balanced. So we're open to any possibilities in this draft. I want to tell you the Texans' schedule to start the season. They go against the Bills, Bengals, Colts for their first 3 matchups. The Bills are one of the worst run defenses in the league last year. The Bengals, one of the worst, but they did get Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, the Bengals upgraded in the D line
honestly
column, but that shouldn't deter you. If Monty's good, he's still going to get his to an extent. Week 1 might be tough sledding. You know, the Texans D is so legit, and they're probably not going to be winning. So hopefully he's getting his 3 catches in that game. But you know, I'm never fading a guy who's got that kind of talent and behind that good offensive line. Aren't they better this year on the O line now? Weren't they in shambles last year? That O line actually. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they upgraded or not.
I don't know all the details about their offensive line. But I remember hearing that they were targeting run blockers specifically and trying to cater their scheme to the run offense. So, I like that for Montgomery if they want to take some pressure off of Stroud.
Yeah, if that's really the case, though, it kind of makes me a little lower in Nico at his price then. If that's really what if that's not just BS coach speak. But then why would they BS about that? They want to run the ball more, slow the games down, get it out of Stroud's hands so much. Not the worst idea, you know, unless you're getting rookie Stroud, who was dominant.
Yeah, Nico's kind of just like a talent bet. He goes at pick 20 here, which it's a little rich in the eliminator for me.
I'd rather have AJ Brown with Drake May. Give me AJ Brown with Drake May over that all day. And it's funny that people finally caught up after the whole offseason before he went there. We already knew he was going there. For like that month stretch where you could just get him cheaper for no reason when we already knew he was going to the Patriots. Easy.
Yeah. I wish I got more of him, man. I wish I did.
A ton.
I got a good amount. I got some really good teams, that's for sure.
I have so many Drake May, AJ Brown teams, it's not even funny. And I feel great.
Should feel great.
Until he gets hurt and tears his ACL or something.
Yeah, we do get some fire drafts
out here, man. Yo, what's up, Anthony? Nipples are
how we doing? Rambus looks like an assistant coach. He is a coach.
I'm a head coach, actually.
Yeah, you tell him, man. Set the record straight.
I'd like to get
Right.
spicy. I would vote Jadarian
Come on,
Price.
Jim. Over JMO?
Yeah, I'm more worried about running backs. I'd rather and
Price?
Jamo's a spike week guy. I'm trying to get a little
Yeah,
more
but
of
he's a
Jadarian
stud.
Price. Jadarian Price is a stud too. He's not
Uh,
bad. We gotta
he's
mix
a
it up
rookie.
every
We don't
once in a
know if
while.
he's a stud.
I saw him
He
at
was a
Penn State. He
backup
was
at his
good
college.
until the one guy got hurt, and then he was really good.
All right, well, Coolers took Pollard, so maybe he's out on JMO as well.
It's just because it's Eliminator, Jerry. He's not consistent at all, and it's really annoying.
What do you think about DJ
it's
Moore?
us again. I'm in. I'm not like in, but on for consistency wise, I'm in. For Eliminator, I'm in. Other structures,
Pick
not so
62.
much because I don't think he's gonna. He was late, wasn't he? 5 pass. Yeah.
Well, the thing
That
with
works.
JMO is like he did have just straight up zeros last year and more than one.
Yeah,
I can't argue with that. But when he does like hit, like the 17, 20 points can win you your week, and I think that's really valuable too.
I'll make a point here. He can win you a week, but he can lose you a week as well at his price in Eliminator.
Yeah,
and
I
that
guess
matters.
I am biased without question. There's no doubting that.
We know.
We're
well aware. But I mean, in
other
formats, not this contest, I'm way more in. In this one, he's got to slide for me to pick him, and he's got to really slide.
And Rambus, that's why I like drafting with you. We get a little different, get a different build, different structure, and that's why we got to
talk each other off the ledge every once in a while, Jerry. every once in a while, it is what it is.
Yeah, and I think that's why we do a good job together. We're pretty similar on structure, a couple differences, similar on player takes with a lot, but a couple differences too. So it makes for a good dynamic.
But when that happens, then we battle it out and talk it over and, state your points. And, if one of us actually convinces the other one that maybe that's better of an idea, then we alter, at least we adjust for it, hence Kyle Monungai, hence Jettas, who you had one team of 68,
Absolutely. Yeah, it works so well for sure. And I mean, I'm just happy I got Gibbs 101 in the last draft. I'll say that.
It's fine. He spikes.
Now,
that's the thing. It wasn't an eliminator, and he can easily spike in week 17. That's not out of the question. We still got a couple picks left, don't we? 5 away.
Yeah, we're 4 picks away, and we got some people in the chat in here too. Got to keep that in mind. We don't have any quarterbacks. We don't have any tight ends. There's really no running backs available in this range that I would want to take. I know you like Monungai, but it's a little tough.
Not at that price. I'm not bringing him up like that. I don't bring him up. Well,
I would be happy with any quarterback.
I'm Dak. I'll take that week 14 bye.
Yeah, I would
care
agree
if he's
with
not stacked. It's Eliminator. Who gives a shit? He'll give you 300 yards and 2 tutties, 3 tutties all the time. It's Dak. And 2 picks, but whatever.
I would agree with that. And Coolers at 12 is the one with CD. So sorry, Coolers, but we are taking Dak.
Yeah. My dog.
Now, with our next pick, do you want to come back around with another quarterback? I'm not really opposed. Pittman is my favorite player to reach on, though, in the Eliminator.
I'd be Tucker Kraft, actually. Because we can come back
Kraft? I don't know.
Why not?
With
why
the
are
ACL,
you Kraft? Don't matter.
But in the Eliminator, coming off the ACL, I don't know how fast he's going to start.
He's going to start week 1, isn't he? Oh, wait, actually, he's questionable week 1, isn't he? Or maybe. Yeah, I don't know. They don't know for sure. It's too early to tell. But I think he's been doing pretty good in his rehab process.
But looking at the next round, getting Kyle Pitts, Sam Laporta feels so much better. I would vote Pittman.
Yeah, I'm fine with Pittman. I'll take the consistency.
All right. I think we can get at the next turn, we can look at tight end and quarterback.
Yeah, because we got Dak. We're okay. we've got Kyler with Jettas. We could go. We're bringing in Rodgers into the back end since we took Pittman as well. That could be the third. And then I mean Igbuka with Baker. That's there too. We have options, man. And we haven't even took a tight end or nothing.
Yeah,
Price is kind of
a
a
lot of
receiving.
options.
Is Price's profile is like a receiving back much? I know he can.
Dude,
he's fast.
Honestly, I don't know.
Maybe that's something we want to look into, Jerry. Considering he goes in a
Definitely
spot
could.
where he's probably pretty important. We'll do a little research for the next one. You know, maybe we should know if he sucks or not. You know, maybe that matters.
I've never claimed to be the analytics guy or college football ball knower. I just draft good teams.
Penn State just had a shitty year in general. Like the whole team sucked. So they weren't winning many games. So they're not like going to.
Didn't he go to Notre Dame?
Wait, maybe it was that one. Yeah, never mind.
I think Price went to Notre Dame.
Yeah, you're right. Why did I say Penn State? I don't remember. Didn't Penn State have two shitty running backs? Who
Catron and Singleton.
Okay, I got those two confused with the other ones. Whatever. Yeah, let's just find out if he sucks or not. You know, whatever. My bad.
All right, chat can let us know. Price's receiving upside is there. Huge
there we go.
Notre Dame
That's
fan.
what we needed to know.
There we go. This is how we get our information. We're plugged in.
We're plugged into the chat.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's fun.
I mean, honestly, a Seahawks starting running back week 1, like his real competition is George Holani and Emmanuel Wilson. Like when you really say it out loud.
And he was a first-round pick.
Bad in pass pro though. That's not great, especially when you're a rookie. Trust is important. We learned that with Henderson last year.
Yeah, I'd hate to see him just not be trusted.
Never asked a pass catch behind Love. Yeah, I've heard Love is a phenomenal pass catcher.
Just a phenomenal prospect in general.
Makes sense. Yeah, 3rd overall pick. My goodness.
Too bad he plays for the Cardinals with Algier there as well.
That is too bad, man.
That's what I was saying about. I took him in the big board, but yeah, not great.
Where do you think he would go if he went to the Titans, Giants, or Commanders?
I think the big one would be the Commanders. If he went to the Commanders, he'd be the 108 or the 107.
First round.
On the Commanders offense, yeah. That'd make a huge difference. Maybe at the 1-2 turn. He'd move up big time with them. I don't know about those other ones because they have other options, like Pollard's at Tennessee too, and Spears. You know, then he's just in some big stupid timeshare. And Fanning? The offense. Oh yeah, Duckfoot King? Yeah, man. That works.
Yeah, I know your boy Cupsy loves him.
I like him too. I took him a ton. I think
you need a tight end.
Yeah, I know.
Quarterback?
I think. Yeah.
Baker?
Actually, let's pass on it. Let's take Rizzy P. Let's wait. We'll get more quarterbacks. We're fine. You in on Rizzy?
I like Wandale too.
I'm way Rizzy over Wandale big time. If he doesn't get hurt, he's actually going to give you like a season you need. He is a big difference maker, and DJ Moore week to week could get you a 7. Pittman could easily get you a 7. We could use a spike week out of Rizzy P. Baker might fall back
cool with
us.
it.
Baker
I don't
falls
think so
all
in the
time.
eliminator.
They fall a lot, man.
All right, let's go for it.
And we got other options. We can take Rodgers or something. He'll play.
I think with Ricky is like I was really in on him last year. I drafted a ton of him, around 20% maybe. Yeah. And yeah, that one hurt. His inconsistency and injured. But when he was healthy, man, he didn't get the touchdowns last year, but
he still
like
smashed.
Targets, deep catches.
He was good.
He was good. He was a first round pick. He got shot his rookie season.
That's why you shot Demon.
That's Jadarian Price still.
Okay.
Yeah, Ricky Pearsall, he cost me a lot of money week 17 2 years ago when he was a rookie.
Yeah.
Because in like the 101 Dalmatians specifically, I was in the finals for that. If it wasn't for Ricky Pearsall, I don't know how like half of that pod in a 23-seat final had Ricky Pearsall, but I would have been, I think, 4th Instead, I finished 8th or 9th. I think 8th.
Still a good finish.
I was also at that game in San Francisco. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I bought the ticket. I bought the ticket the first day that the schedule came out. I've never been to an NFL game. It was my first one. So I went down from Vancouver to San Francisco, went for like, I think only 2 or 3 nights. And yeah, went to the game, got like a nice seat in the lower bowl. It was a ton of fun. There was not a single punt that game either.
That's funny. That's good though. That's enjoyable. Those are the fun ones to watch. It's just touchdown, field goal, touchdown, field goal. It's good stuff. Can I get a look at our team real quick? I just want to look over the buys.
Yeah. So I'll do a little recap. We have a 1-3-5-1. Dak Prescott unstacked at quarterback, running backs, Derrick Henry, David Montgomery, Jadarian Price. Receivers, Justin Jefferson, Emeka Egbuka, DJ Moore, Michael Pittman, Ricky Pearsall, and then Harold Fan at tight end. Our bye weeks are all clean.
Yeah, and we're looking real good at wide receiver for a while. We don't need to worry about that for a while. Let's address a 4th running back, a backup quarterback, and another tight end. I think priority-wise, depending on who's on the board, God, I love the missile, but I don't know.
Running backs are dry.
Yeah, I'd rather we just get more necessary position right now. Darnold,
tight ends look good, and
Darnold.
A quarterback.
Just get Darnold.
Yeah, I like Darnold if he's there for us for sure.
Yeah,
with Price too.
We need a second quarterback bad.
Yeah, I'm with that, and I think we can wait on a third if we want, and maybe we take a tight end on the way back.
We're not going quarterback on the way back. We're waiting on that. But yeah, tight end
goes.
Shit. Okay,
I take Darnold.
Start with Darnold.
We could take Isaiah Likely. He probably does start fast in the eliminator. I don't love him, but in the eliminator, if there's no Malik Neighbors, it could be good. I also don't mind just getting another receiver here and being really strong, or reaching up for the missile.
I'd be missile. Let's get that 4th.
You want the missile?
Yeah. I think missile's got to be the play here, or a tight end.
I think.
No, but we can get tight ends.
Likely.
Yeah, fuck it. Take Likely. Yeah, do it.
I don't draft much of him, and when I do, I'd rather have my shares in the eliminator.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, who do they play week 17? They got a tough matchup or something?
Giants, Cowboys.
Well, they drafted Caleb Downs, so that secondary is going to be a little more sure, but usually Cowboys shootouts go hand in hand.
Yeah, they definitely do. And hey, we got Dak on this team, so when we're playing for 200K, week 17,
little stack.
Love
it.
Maybe that's what we need.
Maybe.
Unlikely, but hey, you never know.
It's just cruise.
What we do know is we are making it to week 17. Dude, Rambus, imagine if I make it to week 17 and you make it to week 17. Beautiful. And one of the teams we draft together makes it to week 17.
That'd be the most crucial thing ever. It's like, yeah, well, we're just splitting all of it. We're just splitting all of it. Don't worry about it. We'd have to throw the biggest party. It'd be awesome.
Dude, it'd be incredible.
We just rent out.
It will be incredible.
We rent out some nightclub and invite the whole best ball community. That'd be fun. I'd do it.
That'd be fun. We'd have to get some females there too. There's only 3 in the best ball community.
Oh no, yeah, I mean, no, we just have all the guys come there. Okay, so we don't rent it out. We all just meet up. Whatever. Yeah, there has to be females. We need scenery. Jesus. You're right, though.
Absolutely, man. That'll be fun, man. That'll be fun.
Would be fun.
We'd have to invite, Purple Yosh too, the Eliminator King, reigning.
Oh yeah.
Man, do you get a physical trophy or prize when you win these big contests too, these flagships like the Eliminator or Best Ball Mania?
I don't think so. I think you just collect that sweet deposit in your bank account. Click. Thank you.
Man, I feel
But
like
no,
our
I really
ranking
don't. I don't
PPM would
think
be
you get it.
cool.
I don't think maybe the Scott Fishbowl League or something. You get a trophy. I don't know.
Running backs are still here.
Hey, how many tight ends we got? We just got one.
We got 2. We got
Oh
Likely
yeah, we
instead
took
of
Likely.
also Rogers is a third quarterback with Pittman.
I'd be Spears here, and then come back with Rogers.
Coolers does have 3 quarterbacks already in Herbert, Love, Stroud. 0 tight ends too.
Yeah, get Gadsden. Maybe. Yeah, dang! Gadsden. I want a lot of different people, or we could wait. We can wait on the tight end. I'd rather get Spears just to lock that in. We need that 4th running back. That's too important.
I'm with you. I like Spears as well.
Spears and Rogers.
Yeah, we're 2 picks away right now. 2-3-5-2. I think we've. I love this team, man.
Yeah, it's a really good team. So if we don't get Rogers, we're in a little trouble unless we take Mendoza because what's his nuts? Tua is week 11 bye. Shadur's week 11 bye at the quarterback for a quarterback 3 situation. Those are the same buys as Darnold or whoever we took. I'm not looking at it now.
Yeah, Coolers has 3 quarterbacks though. So, I mean, in the eliminator.
Well, yeah, no, we're definitely going to. Yeah.
It should be good.
We don't need 4 on this team. We'll just get Rogers and call her a day.
Yeah, there we go. He goes double tight end with Gadsden and Barner. And then we got our guys, Spears and Rogers. So we do get our 3 quarterbacks, Dak, Darnold, Rogers. I'm pretty happy with this 3.
Oh, yeah. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't get a ton of Dak teams either. I need to get my Dak number up a little bit. And this is probably how I'll do it because I don't click Pickens that often. But
let me see.
Hearing that they didn't pay him makes me feel more bullish than anything. Not paying Pickens is going to piss him off to play better. That's just my perspective because he wants someone else to pay him. So he's not going to slack all the time, even though he still did for plays at large amounts of time last year.
Yeah, eliminator. I only have 4% Dak.
I think I'm about that too. I'm low.
It looks like I have a lot of Caleb. He just falls to the 80s all the time.
I have a ton of Caleb.
A lot of Goff too. Tua, I take a lot late as a third quarterback. I think it's really nice in the eliminator.
Yeah, he's starting over Penix. I mean, really. Or else it's going to be a 1-week Penix experiment. He's going to inevitably suck, and then they're going to put him. No, they didn't bring Tua in to sit. I guess they don't have to pay him though, do they? It's still the Dolphins are on the hook, aren't they? Still for that big.
Yeah, they're paying him $1 million.
Yeah, he is free. That's the only worry, I guess. But are they serious? If he's a better quarterback, he should start.
Well, I don't even know if Michael Penix is going to be healthy enough to start.
Oh, he's hurt? I didn't even know that.
Well, coming off like the ACL, right?
Yeah, at the end of last year, it was kind of late in the season, wasn't it, when that happened?
I don't remember the exact date, but yeah, it was definitely second half of the season.
Yeah. So that, all that combined, and Tua doesn't suck. He just, he's not that bad at all. The problem is the guy has had, 8 concussions? If he gets hit, he's out for half the season, it feels like. They're not going to risk it with this guy, and they shouldn't. We saw what happened to Chris Johnson on the, it's you don't want that shit.
No. And the thing with Tua, like the bull case for him is we've seen recently quarterbacks going to new sceneries and being great. Darnold, Baker, like these guys were really good when they found a proper home. Maybe
it's not like and it's in a dome, and he has weapons. He's got London, Pitts, Bijan, and then you throw in the stud rookie guy that I always click at the end. Why can I not? You know what I'm talking about. I can't think of his name off the top of my head right now. I like him a lot.
We're 1 pick away. I think if we want our choice of tight end, we take one here because Coolers is definitely taking one. But do we want
Gunnar Helm? I do Gunnar Helm.
Do you want Gunnar Helm the most?
Yeah, big time.
I think I would vote Judy as a receiver first.
No, we're already strong enough. We'll figure out something else. We need that third. What are we going to be left with? Dulcich? Just hate our lives so
Dulcich, Otten, Ferg. I don't see too much of a difference between them and Helm.
I do
other
because
than
Helm's
Helm
a
being
significant
younger.
starter. Terrence Ferguson isn't for sure like just getting pummeled with targets. Helm is gonna get targets. Chig's gone. Who else do they have?
Tex will tell you Daniel Bellinger.
Fuck Daniel Bellinger.
Do we want a running back or another receiver?
I'd be Wicks. Actually, Zachariah Branch is there as well. That's the guy I was looking for to tell you about.
I like Branch.
One and two of his weapons. Yeah, they brought in Branch. He's really good.
Yeah, I was talking about Branch in the last draft or my first draft solo as well. I like him, man. As far as opportunity and teams needing a veteran wide receiver, I don't know how we haven't heard the Falcons talk about bringing in one of these veterans. And it makes me just think Zachariah Branch might just have a wide open opportunity ahead of him.
He's gonna play out of the slot though. He's tiny, ain't he? He's really fast, super fast. I remember that, but I don't think he's that big, like height wise, weight wise. I
No, he's
don't
small.
think he's gonna be coming out of the slot, but he's gonna get his. He'll get 5-7 targets. And I'm cool with that at this price.
Hey, if he's explosive after the catch, he can actually like make his own plays and create his own space and yardage, then hey, good for him.
He can.
So he's probably going to want to throw it to, like shallow and just get it out quick anyways. He probably did in Miami.
This could be very good in reality. There's potential for it.
Yeah, Cooler's only in his second eliminator. Thinks if he could take someone back besides Stroud. Gotcha. Bill's saying Casey Coleman Jr. It's a name you should probably remember for an 18th round banger later.
Wide receiver?
Is that the Miami guy?
Receiver,
Coleman,
right?
Kevin Coleman, was that his name? I'm guessing you're talking about Kevin Coleman.
Miami.
Yeah, I don't know. I would want to hear a little more buzz first. Maybe we'll see in training camp.
Let me make sure no one else signs there too. Let's make sure we don't see Keenan Allen or Diggs or something in Miami.
Yeah, so we have 2 picks left. I think we're only looking at running back, receiver. There's one running back that you and I both. Oh, he just went. Justice Hill.
Shoot.
Running backs are kind of gross. Let's look at just running backs.
Who are 4? We got DeHember, Montgomery,
Henry,
Price. No, we're good at 4. The buys
are matching. Dude, I think we need one more.
I don't.
What are we taking? 8 receivers? We have Jettas, Igbuka, DJ Moore, Pittman, Pearsall, Branch. Like we're good at 7.
Right. Yeah.
James Conner? Old head?
God, it feels gross.
It does feel gross.
No, unless he gets traded,
Vidal?
he's useless. Take Marshawn Lloyd just in case.
Yeah.
What if Jacobs, after all this shit, kind of is in his own head and he just sucks all year and they just rotate the Marshawn Lloyd at some point?
I think you're right. Marshawn Lloyd is the best pick here because what if something happens legally to Jacobs too?
There's that also, but Marshawn Lloyd is the handcuff. They got rid of the other guy that was the other handcuff, Emmanuel Wilson. He went to Seattle. So he's like an actual handcuff. And that's why I see a lot of people on Twitter with like 36% loyal. A lot of people like this guy, and he's not a bad running back. I saw him a lot of games. Like he'd get a couple carries, but he was solid, and he is the handcuff. I like that a lot. I think
Marshawn Lloyd, it's a make or break year. People have been in on him since a rookie. And to me, some of the like hype around him is people like trying to get one last like grasp, one last hoorah.
The best time to get in on somebody, Jerry? When everyone else is out. Happened with Kyle Pitts. Happened with a couple other guys. It does happen like that sometimes. Who are we looking at wide receiver here?
Oh, I just took Keenan.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's hope he signs.
You said you liked it, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm getting deja vu from our last draft, though. I remember we did that at the end of last draft, too. I was like, oh.
I think it fits in the eliminator, especially when we have a rookie and Branch.
No, that's a solid wide receiver room. Jettas, Igbuka, DJ Moore, Pittman, Pearsall, Branch, Keenan Allen. Boom. That room is awesome.
Yeah, we got a lot of old heads and young guys as well. I like it a lot.
Yeah,
I think this
yeah.
team turned out pretty well. I think
It's
we
a
landed the
different
plane.
build. It's like the same structure we always do, but just with some different dudes. You know, love it.
That's the thing with the eliminator, where sometimes it almost gets a little stale for me. Is I feel like I draft a lot of the same structures and like similar teams. Do you find that?
Kind of like I have so many Genty Barkley, Genty Walker like teams, and now I've just gotten into more of Genty Bowers. That's my new habit.
Anti Bowers.
I do it in Eliminator too. I love
Oh,
it.
you're a bye week bro in the eliminator.
Yeah, it's just week 13. We're already making what, a couple grand at that point, and it doesn't matter. I'm going to draft other guys too, and if I get through that and I get my Genty Bowers through week 13 to week 14, 15, 16, 17, and I've got a bunch of Genty Bowers teams there, guess what? You're fucked. Genty and Bowers, I'm shipping it. And that's
Hey,
what?
I
That's going to
mean,
be 5% of my teams. Whatever. I'm going to have probably 10. I'd like to have 10 Genty Bowers teams in Eliminator.
hey, interesting. Maybe I might have to throw one in. Maybe you can convince me to do it when we're drafting together sometime.
I'll make it work sometime. But hey, I'm going to spend some time with the fam, Jir. Wish you the best, bud. It's always good streaming with you. And yeah, just Kurt Rambus 6 number go 2 or whatever on X and Kurt Rambus on YouTube. Eventually, we'll figure things out with the Chromebook, do a monitoring to start doing streaming on my own. It's not a tech team, but the tech team is being a little bitch currently and deciding and saying he's on vacation, as in like out of town for 5 days. But he went to work earlier in the day, and then he's going to go back to the Dells an hour and a half way to go to a water park. And the guy's the most frail skin I've ever seen in my life. The guy's going to sunburn. He can't handle 5 days in a row. I'm offering the guy $40 of some McDonald's. Just give me an hour and a half, with a nice setup, whatever. And that's the end of my rant. My bad. Later, Jerry. Good seeing you, bud.
Appreciate you, Rambus. Enjoy the family time. Happy Friday.
Later, buddy.
Kurt Rambus, ladies and gentlemen, or mostly gentlemen. Although we did find out we do have a token female. So there's that, man. But dude, that was a lot of fun. Honestly, I was planning on just ending it. But like Rambus just left. Now I'm sitting here. And I feel like it's weird just to stop the draft and end it right now. Let's do big dog roulette. Can we do it? No. Waiting for 8. Dude, let's rip one more fast puppy. Let's just rip one more fast puppy. Waiting for 2. If you can sneak in here, sneak in here. Say token female is back. There you go. Fun drafting, boys. Thank you, MLB Syndicate. Have you had to draft any big dogs yet with the roulette? I have not. No. And if it does hit, I'm not doing it anymore. It's just one. That's it. Kelly was saying they need to drop plays for Tua when he releases the ball quickly. Yeah. That's pretty much all he did in Miami. So I imagine it's going to be similar in Atlanta. And we did get Jonathan sneaking in here to the 10. Welcome. I don't know if anyone else got in here because we were only waiting for 2. But I'm in here at the 12, ready to draft another team. Been getting a lot of late picks recently. I mean, we did get 101 with Rambus. That was quite nice. We did get a pick 4 to start the stream. So I guess it's just since we got pick 11 in the last draft, feels a little repetitive, but it's not like last night with Candyman, man. When I was drafting with Chris, we got pick 9 twice and then pick 10 once. So we were trying not just draft the exact same team. But let's see how this one goes. Starting off as usual with a Gibbs and Bijan. Chase at 3. When I'm drafting at 12, like sometimes I either just click the 2 guys at the top of ADP or I get real weird. And hey, if Ginty's there, do I honor Kurt Rambus and take Ginty and Bowers together? Maybe. Could happen. I could see it. We don't see JSN fall in this draft. He goes at pick 5. I say that because it's been pretty frequent, him falling even all the way to 9. But on this draft. And T-Guard's out of here, man. Leaving the TV on for the cats. They love watching best ball streams. Hey, that's good for my that's good for my retention rate and algorithm, I'm sure, man. So hey, I appreciate it too. I'm sure the cats do as well. But yeah, take care, T-Guard. And yeah, thanks again for the shout out and the bash and the love for the cats. People love the cats on the stream, man. And they've been pretty chill today. I think since because I fed them right before I started streaming, I think that's why they're pretty chill today. But I'll take it. Gene T goes at 10, so we're not getting him. James Cook goes at 11. Jefferson's the top of ADP. I'm going to take him. And I think I'm just going to take Saquon with him. Make it simple. Little Jefferson, Saquon start. I mean, they're two of the best players in the league, really. It's hard to really be upset starting Justin Jefferson and Saquon Barkley. It's a pretty great start. James Cook, Chase Brown to the 11 spot. I wonder if Chase Brown's going to get a contract before the season starts. There's some rumors about it. I'm really curious, and I wonder what he would get paid. Like, I don't think he's touching the Kenneth Walker contract. I don't think he's touching 15. I think he's definitely getting over 10, though, right? Like, he has to get paid more than Javonte, doesn't he? Javonte got paid $8 million a year, I think. I feel like Chase Brown's probably like a 10 to 12 maybe. But the Bengals also historically one of the most difficult franchises to get some contracts and deals with, especially early on, because apparently when you sign these contracts, you have to put the money in escrow. And out of like the billionaire owners, the Bengals are some of the more poor owners, which is funny to call billionaires poor, but they've had some challenges getting the money for these contracts. And look at these receivers off the board. We do not see this often. A.J. Brown, Drake London, George Pickens. There are 3 teams starting 3 wide receivers. Wow, 4 teams starting 2 wide receivers. We never see this, man. Is this 2024 or 2023? My goodness. Also, CeeDee Lamb pulled up to 6. Not something you see too often. Don't hate it, though. By none other than Slob My Knob. Everyone likes a little slob on their knob, right? There we go. Some fun names in here, man. Big Rig is in here as well. Let's go. Glassy-eyed Joe. Dude, some of these names are hilarious. Glassy-eyed Joe. Oh my goodness. Yeah, coolest. These names are absurd. I think I just need to start saying all the names when we enter drafts. I know Nice and Blunt does that. I might have to as well because I usually catch myself like midway through the draft when I realize some of these names are just like completely unhinged. What's up, Air Hefe? How we doing? Aloha from Hawaii. Love the profile picture, man. Makes me feel sunny every time I bring your name up. Good vibes always. Yeah, Underdog doesn't give a shit about their names. What's dude? Oh, what was some of the names I saw like in the BBM finals? There were some that finished. Oh, Fast Farts was one of them. Didn't Fast Farts finish like second in BBM the other year? I'm pretty sure, but that's a name I remembered. It's just funny. All right, we're 2 picks away. ETN's been falling a lot with the confirmation that Alvin Kamara is coming back. And I don't like him, man. I don't get great vibes. This whole like 3-4 turn does not feel so good anymore. Lad McConkey goes. Oh, dude. Is this where I get weird? I think this is where I get weird. Josh Allen. Maybe we'll take a share of Josh Allen. And then I still want another receiver. I don't love the running backs here. Waddle's kind of the flavor of the week. Pulling him up, getting different. Tedero McMillan is still just my favorite guy to take here. And yeah, I'm gonna take T-Mac. Curious about taking some Waddle. He's been getting really steamed up, but I don't take too much Josh Allen. We'll mix him in here and get JJ and Tet. Here's what I was thinking. I was thinking if I want to get weird, I could pull up Terry. I like pulling up Terry at the turn because I can usually just get Jaden Daniels quite easily. But then I'm thinking like, or I could get Josh Allen and then get probably DJ Moore at pick 60, 61. So who is really like the better quarterback and receiver stack? Josh Allen, DJ Moore, or Terry McLaurin, Jaden Daniels? It's really interesting. Interesting debate because you can pretty much have either or. So if any of you guys have any leans on that, I'd be very curious to know. What's up, Lawsmo? How we doing? Slob My Knob is pretty funny. Would love to hear Underdog have to congratulate Slob My Knob for winning BBM. Hey, dude, you know what would be even funnier? If they had to congratulate some guy named Hoodie. That would be hilarious, dude. I would never stop laughing. If Underdog just had to be like, yo, this guy fucking hoodied that looks like Erling Haaland in Canada land wins $2 million in BBM. Dude, nothing funnier than that. Slob My Knob would be a hilarious second place, though. Hilarious second place. Forever cucked. All right, back to the draft. Neighbors goes at 46, man. Neighbors has been falling more and more. I have not been taking too much of him. Kind of just waiting till, he might just hit pup when training camp starts. But I also read something not too long ago saying, he might be on the field doing some stuff during training camp. So who knows with Neighbors, man. But hey, like the title and thumbnail, we're saying week 17, like, is that all that matters? In this contest, we're trying to win 200K. And when we look at the cash payout, 200K up top, second place 100, third 50, 25, 10, 8. It gets pretty small pretty quick. Candyman pointed this out to me yesterday. Like 21st to 25th is 2K. It's hard to finish top 20 out of 375 seat final. Hard to even make it. So I'm going for number 1. Now, DJ Moore got taken at 55. Don't love that. Yo, Slob My Knob. Colson Loveland, 54. Yo, dude, this guy's shipping right now. My goodness. All right, let me make my picks first, and then I'm going to go take a look at Slob My Knob. So this guy is drafting a sick team. Oh, Henderson gets taken right in front of us. Hendo at 60 would have been really nice. What do I want to do here? Rome, Brian Thomas, Jordan Tyson, Darian Price, Parker Washington, Marvin Harrison. You know what? I think I'm going to take both of these guys. I'm gonna reach up for 2 receivers here to get different. I just don't think people do it much. Like reach for one or the other, but in this fast puppy in particular, it hasn't been open for that long. It's already 50% full. So it's a fun way to get unique. The only thing is taking Parker Washington, I'm probably out on Trevor Lawrence because him and Josh Allen both have a week 7 bye. But we'll see. We can take Kyler. We can take Bryce Young. I'm happy with it. Saquon Barkley holding it down at running back. Josh Allen holding it down at quarterback. I like getting stronger at receiver. And a bunch of receivers went right after Rome, Brian Thomas, and Jordan Tyson. So I'm happy taking a couple right there. And I just need to show you guys Slob My Knob. He has a 1-2-2-1, Drake May at quarterback, running backs Kyron Williams and Travis Etienne. He got Etienne at 43. Pretty nice price. And then CD Lamb, AJ Brown, Colson Loveland. So Slob My Knob got unique, pulling up CD Lamb, then gets AJ Brown, Kyron, Etienne. I would say, though, the only thing with getting CD Lamb here is you can easily pull up AJ Brown at the start of the second round, and then you can also get Kyron and Etienne to fall back to you. So it's really not too unique compared to other CD Lamb teams that you could potentially get. But getting Colson Loveland is the unique pick. In the 5th round, getting him in the 5th round in general is unique, and having him with CD Lamb is not going to be very common. So if those happen to be the two guys you need, then Slob My Knob shipping it. Now, Trevor Lawrence does go at 76, unstacked, which is interesting, but happy I'm not relying on him at quarterback. And oh my goodness, Slob My Knob. Caleb Williams, pick 78 with Loveland too. Dude, if this guy lands the plane at receiver, my goodness, Slob My Knob. My goodness. Mekhi Lemon fell all the way to 81. Would have loved him on this team when I have Saquon as well. If I could get Ramondre, that would be incredible. I kind of need Ramondre on this team. Travion Henderson went one pick before me. I don't think this guy wants both, does he? Hopefully not. We missed out on Travion, so maybe Ramondre is going to be the guy we need instead. That would feel great. And I might take a running back here too. RJ Harvey, Rico Dowdle. I am going to get Ramondre Stevenson. Love it. I don't think it's worth it taking a receiver. And now do I want RJ Harvey or Rico Dowdle? Rico Dowdle gives me a different bye week. I really like Rico Dowdle. Probably more of a safe bet than RJ Harvey. Harvey gives some week 17 correlation with Ramondre and just more pure upside. I think for that, I'm going to go Harvey. Just give me the true ceiling play. I have a lot of Rico Dowdle already. I have probably more than twice as much Dowdle than I do Harvey. Just getting Harvey with Ramondre, I think is pretty fun. And, hey, good omen right there. We missed out on Travion, unfortunately, by one pick, but we ended up getting Ramondre to fall all the way to 84, which does feel quite nice. So, team is coming together very, very nicely. And I'm happy that I passed on Price for pulling up Parker and Marv. Just makes for a fun and more unique team. And I can easily get a second quarterback at the next turn and hopefully a tight end as well. That would feel quite nice. If I could get Kyler Murray and then maybe like a Dalton Kincaid at 132, that would be great. I also love if someone like Pitts, Fannin, or Laporta fall back to this round 9-10 turn. It feels very, very strong, especially with the other people that go around them. Rico fell to 92. Dobbins off after at 93. Dude, this guy Slob My Knob. Yo, are you Slob My Knob? Are you in the chat or something? Because you're drafting a shipper and you're drafting all the players I like. Slob My Knob also took Michael Pittman at pick 91. Reached 9 spots for his third wide receiver in Michael Pittman. This guy knows ball. Slob My Knob knows ball. I'm keeping an eye on this team, man, because I'm quite jealous. Although I don't love the CD Lamb pull up. I don't love it because I don't love CD Lamb this year too much. But as far as like being unique and a strong structure, I love it. Y'all know I'm all about getting unique in these streets. And I can be wrong too. Like we were talking about with Rambus. I can be wrong. And my goodness, running backs are flying off the board. I am blessed that I took Ramondre and RJ Harvey because in round 9, already we have Rashad White, Kenny Gainwell, Jordan Mason, and Jonathan Brooks gone. Jordan Mason at 100, he's been steaming up, but that's getting pretty expensive. Brooks at 101, I cannot get behind either. And we saw him go in the 80s twice in drafts we did earlier. I personally just can't get there. Can't get there on T-Mac, though. Like me some T-Mac. Now, 2 picks away right now. I would like a Harold Fannin as a first tight end. And this guy didn't have any tight ends either, but lets me get Fannin. So, gonna take him there. Do I want to Kittle, Wandale, or I just take my other quarterback? I think being safe and smart and just taking Kyler with Justin Jefferson is the right move. Let's just play it simple and get Kyler Murray. Happily be done at 2 quarterbacks with Josh Allen. And our team's looking really nice. Little recap. We have a 2-3-4-1. Josh Allen, Kyler Murray at quarterback. Running backs, Saquon Barkley, Ramondre Stevenson, RJ Harvey. Receivers, Justin Jefferson, Tedero McMillan, Parker Washington, Marvin Harrison, and then tight ends, Harold Fannin. Team's looking really nice, really balanced, and unique as well. Love it. Okay, I'm glad someone agrees with me about Brooks because in the 80s, yeah, it's crazy. I saw him go 81, I think, in our first draft. Saw him go 85, I think, in our second draft. Like, I don't know, man. Anthony saying we're sleeping on CeeDee Lamb. He's going to be the league's best receiver this year. Most likely. That's a bold statement. And saying most likely is also very bold. Okay, Cowboys are your team. I gotcha. Hey, I understand then. I understand. Makes perfect sense. Like, I just think Pickens is, I think he's kind of legit. I was a little scared about him holding out and having contract dispute and being a distraction this offseason, but it literally just hasn't happened. And if he just wants to play for that contract, I think he's going to ball out if he stays healthy. And I've been drafting a lot of Pickens, less CeeDee Lamb. I do have some CeeDee Lamb, though. And I was drafting CeeDee Lamb over Jefferson. But honestly, I think now I might be taking Jefferson over CD. CD, I have 5.8% out of 345 drafts. 5.8%, 20 shares of CD Lamb. I think my Pickens is, let's see my Pickens. Pickens, I have 12.5. So yeah, that sounds about right. Being twice as much Pickens as I am CD. I kind of like where I'm at there. And I think I have more Ryan Flournoy than both of them. I like Ryan Flournoy too, man. But week 17 against the Giants is pretty juicy, I must say. The Giants secondary, like, actually might be the worst in the league. Really, who do they can anyone name any corners on the Giants? They had that guy Flott last year that was kind of decent, but I think he might have gone to Tennessee with Dayball. I honestly can't even tell you anyone in the Giants secondary anymore. I really can't. Did they draft anyone in the secondary? They got Arvell Reese, right? Pick 5, and then they got an offensive lineman in the first round with their first 2 picks. All right, we're 2 picks away now. The 2 people in front of me don't have a tight end. I would really love Kincaid to come back to me, and he gets sniped. I could take Goddard if I want another tight end. I think I'd take Chris Rodriguez. I'm getting kind of back in on C-Rod a little bit. And then I think I go with I'm either going with a receiver or tight end, and I think it's Shaheed. I love Shaheed. Everyone knows that. Diggs, I do want to take more because he's like, dude, like Diggs is just gonna go up in value. But my like gut intuition still just feels like Rashid Shaheed is the guy I need to click here. So I'm gonna do it. I could definitely just see Rashid Shaheed being like the guy in week 17. Going against the Carolina Panthers, like the Panthers, their defense sucks, but they have JC Horn. JC Horn's one of the best cornerbacks in the league, one of the highest paid cornerbacks in the league, too. And what if he just shuts down JSN and they have to throw to Shaheed more and he makes some big, explosive run after the catch plays or gets some long bomb down the sideline? I could see it. I could see it. Anthony saying, got to get you some more Lamb, like Dak too, feeling your team this year. I mean, honestly, there's some good vibes around the Cowboys. There really are. And I think the most bullish thing the Cowboys did was like genuinely improve their defense. Like they got Quinn Williams, they got what's his name too? Kenny Clark in the Micah Parsons trade to solidify their run defense. They got Josh Downs. No, Caleb Downs, his brother, in the secondary, who, I mean, just being touted as one of the best safety prospects in recent years, even one of the better defensive prospects, true leader as well. So maybe it just brings that defense all together. And their offense is phenomenal. Maybe aside from their run game, Javonte Williams is still Javonte, but he was good last year. Dak looked phenomenal last year, and he came in like great physical shape too. So, I mean, all signs point to the Cowboys being good. They don't have the same like off the field distractions that they did last offseason with Micah Parsons. And I really do think all that stuff does play a role in team morale and everything like that. Should at least make it past the first round of the playoffs at the minimum. I mean, for the Cowboys, it sounds like a little high hopes just with their recent playoff history. But hey, you never know, man. I hope it's the same thing for the Lions. I really do. It was so disappointing 2 years ago when they got a first round bye and they got kicked out by rookie Jaden Daniels and the shitty Commanders. Oh, dude. That one hurt. All right. We're back up on the clock. Receiver, running back, tight end. I don't like any tight ends here. I'm going to take... No, I can't take Tank. Okay, Panic, Tucker. I have Saquon, so I don't want Tank. I'm debating on just taking Flournoy or Juwan. Actually, I have Kyler. But we were talking about the Cowboys. Juwan, Flournoy. I'm just going to shuffle them. We'll take whatever receivers at the top. We're going to do the old shuffle. And it was Juwan. All right, Juwan Jennings it is. Wide receiver 7. Okay. I don't know how I feel about Juwan as my 7. But hey, at least he's stacked up with Kyler. I was taking more Juwan like earlier, but I haven't been taking him as much lately. I feel confident I can get more tight ends later. I can be done at 7 receivers now too, with Jefferson, Tet, P. Wash, Marvin Harrison, Rashid Shaheed, Trey Tucker, and Juwan Jennings. Yeah, I can definitely be done at 7. Running backs still feel really solid. Saquon, Ramondre, RJ Harvey, Chris Rodriguez. It is a little thin, but honestly, these 4 feel really good. Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, I'm done at 2 quarterbacks. And then with Harold Fanning as my tight end, I'm certainly looking at 3. I like where we're at with this team. Cooler saying Dallas is lined up to be slight dogs to even make the playoffs. So you should definitely bet that if you have conviction. Yeah. Bias, bets towards your home team, they can pay off. Absolutely. They can also really hurt you like it did for me. And I mentioned this, I think it was a couple streams ago. I don't remember. Maybe it was with Candyman. Maybe it was a couple streams ago by myself. But when the Detroit Lions were in the NFC Championship game against the San Francisco 49ers, before the season started, I put like 100 or 150 bucks down on the Lions to make it to the Super Bowl. So the bet was for the Lions to be the NFC champions, right? That was the bet I had. Now, they were up like 17 points at halftime. And on Bet365, which is what I use, I know, so Canadian, someone pointed that out. If you're up by 17 points, they pay you out like it's a win already. Like, doesn't matter. But I didn't have them to win the game on the money line. I took them to win the NFC Championship at the start of the season. So mine still lost, which that was painful, man. It was painful. And I still got to keep an eye on Slob My Knob's team. This guy took Tank Bigsby, though. Omar Cooper, Tyron Tracy. Isaiah Likely, 126 is a little rich. And Jaden Higgins, 115 is a little rich. But Slob My Knob, kind of crushing. Okay, I'm definitely taking Brian Robinson. I don't like that Isaac Tesla is still here because I would love to take him, but I don't know if I can. I need to take Terrence Ferguson. I'm taking Brian Robinson. And then Harold Fannin, Terrence Ferguson, or Harold Fannin, Pat Freiermuth. Freiermuth is the safe click. Ferg is the exciting one. You know what? I'm actually going to go with Pat Freiermuth on this team. Seems boring, but as my second tight end when I only have Harold Fannin, I kind of like it a little bit more, I'll be honest. I have a lot of T-Ferg, so I don't need to force it. And I was kind of hoping for... I mean, honestly, I was hoping for a tight end at either 156 or 157. Usually like a Hunter Henry, Juwan Johnson, like Gadsden are usually available, but I didn't realize Gadsden went to Jonathan at 135. Took K Dot in there at 178 too. Nice value there on Tesla though at 183. But I'm happy with Pat Freiermuth. I think he's going to have good chemistry with Rodgers. And y'all have already heard me talk about liking the Steelers players at value this year. And let's take a look at Slob My Knob, man. Drake May, Caleb Williams at quarterback. Running backs, Kyron, Tyrone Tracy, Travis Etienne, Tank Bigsby, Zach Charbonnet. Okay. Receivers, CeeDee Lamb, AJ Brown, Michael Pittman, Jaden Higgins, Omar Cooper, Zachariah Branch. I think the Higgins pick is a little expensive at 115. But hey, if he's your guy, it's your guy. Then tight ends, Loveland, Pitts, Likely. Oh, okay. Plane crashed by drafting Isaiah Likely. He crashed the plane. Just a completely unnecessary pick. Also reaching like 10 picks ADP. Me personally, if I'm drafting Colson, Loveland, and Kyle Pitts, there is absolutely no way I'm taking a third. Especially reaching for 2 rounds after you take Pitts. That's an easy receiver click right there. Which hopefully that makes him crash the plane. Back half of his draft got too loose and fell apart. Yeah, thank goodness. Dude, the thing is, here's the thing, man. The first like 5-6 picks, they're kind of hard to mess up, right? Like you have to do some really stupid things to make it seem absolutely like terrible. Usually, if you just take the top of the guy at ADP, or you get like 1 or 2 guys to fall, it looks pretty good. The back half of the draft is what actually matters in regards to like true team success, I feel like, for bringing the team together. And that's why I think structure is so important, and identifying players and pockets that you want to grab. Like for me, I am so grateful that I got Fannin to fall to me at 108, because these tight end values are not here, man. Not where I normally like to draft them. Lucky I got Pat Fryermuth at 181, but the rest of the guys like Eli Stowers and Joku, Evan Ingram, Darnell Washington, dude, like these tight ends are disgusting, man. They're absolutely disgusting. And I genuinely might take 4. Can I though? I feel like I can stop at 5 running backs. I'm gonna queue up Theo Johnson. I'm genuinely tempted to take a 4th tight end on this team. I know I got Harold Fannin as my first. Even Harold Fannin, I'm not that sold on. Could take like a Dawson Knox. I never take Dawson Knox. Where is he even? Did he get drafted? No, he's there. But honestly, if I'm taking someone, I'd rather take like Keon or one of these Bills. Is Ray Davis there? No. Ty Johnson? You know what? Let's take Ty Johnson. Bills running back. He catches passes. Although I did hear that Ty Johnson's role might get phased out a little bit because they want to use James Cook a little more in that passing role, and then have Ray Davis kind of take over a few more rush attempts. But someone going completely undrafted that stacks with Josh Allen and catches passes, I'm cool with as a 6th running back. And a little Johnson correlation. We took Theo Johnson. Why not get another T Johnson? 2 T Johnsons to end our draft. Look at this. Who's correlating stuff like this? Theo Johnson and Ty Johnson to end their draft? Who's doing it like us, man? Scroll the F down, as they say. Love when a player is so buried that you have to type their name to find them. Dude, I do too, because, hey, that just tells me it's unique. I have not drafted Dawson Knox a single time yet. I am pretty opposed to it. If I'm drafting a backup tight end, I would draft Darnell Washington, David Njoku, Jake Tongas, Theo Johnson, Michael Mayer, even Mason Taylor, all before Dawson Knox. The only like potential thing is Josh Allen, but like we don't need to force a stack that bad. I would rather take a 6th running back when Ramondre is my 2. Although I think we caught up really well at running back. Let's recap this team. We have a 2-6-7-3. Quarterbacks are Josh Allen and Kyler Murray. I don't know how I feel about the Josh Allen pick. I was kind of hoping for DJ Moore. Didn't fall to me. I was kind of hoping for Dalton Kincaid. Didn't fall to me. But hey, we got Ty Johnson. All right. Kyler Murray stacking up with Justin Jefferson, I think just makes sense. And we tacked on Juwan Jennings as well, who I don't draft too much of anymore. So it's kind of a fun way to get him stacked up there. Running backs, we got 6. Saquon Barkley. And then Ramondre Stevenson, he fell to 84, which is really nice. Paired him up with RJ Harvey at the turn to get a little week 17 correlation too. Chris Rodriguez, 132. Brian Robinson, 180. And then Ty Johnson to cap it off. Receivers, we got 7. Justin Jefferson, as we talked about with Rambus in the last draft, pretty underweight on JJ, but you know, he is just like one of the most talented receivers in the league. Might have just had a down year with JJ McCarthy. I don't know how much better Kyler Murray is really going to be, but bet on talent. We'll do it when he falls as well. Tedero McMillan, I quite like. Parker Washington, fun to pull up. Marvin Harrison as well. I kind of like pulling up Parker Washington and Marvin Harrison. Will it work out? I don't know. But I don't really see anyone pulling up both these guys. I see one or the other get pulled up a lot. So it's kind of a fun way to mix it in and get unique too. Rashid Shaheed, highest drafted player, love him. Trey Tucker, spike week, love him. Juwan Jennings, some correlation. Tight ends, Harold Fannin, Pat Fryan with Theo Johnson. Pretty thin, kind of ass. But it's tight end, touchdown dependent, and maybe we can get a little lucky. I do think it turned out pretty well. Fun draft, fun stream altogether. If you have not done so already, do me a favor, go down, hit that like button for me, subscribe if you're new, man. We're streaming every single day, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. That's it for me. I love you. Joy is beautiful, and we're going to end this stream. Hey, damn it. Hey, down. Hey, buddy. Yo. Oh, dude, I just fell off my stool, too. Yo, what a way to end this stream. Okay.